I never took Ross for Jones, guys. Yeah, this is Ross for Jones. I never took Ross for Jones. I never took Ross, guys. This is Ross for Jones. I never took Ross for Jones. Guys, this is Ross for Jones. I never took Ross for Jones. I never took Ross for Jones.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Dudes, coming around for a 709er. It's Colin here, over at Inside Cycling World, dudes. Here, I'm not really on camera. I must have bumped my camera as I was bouncing around the 10x10 cube of cycling domination and performance excellence. Dudes, stage 10, 2026 Giro d'Italia. It's the 109th running of the Giro, guys. World Tour racing here over on the channel. After a day off yesterday. Actually, we had a long weekend here in Canada, guys. It was Victoria Day yesterday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday. Yeah, it's a song from the 90s. The Adventures of Stevie V. Yeah, you know. We're going way, way back here, folks. On the sea, the coastline here of Italy. Dudes, I haven't even looked to see where we are today, so let's do that right now. I never got that prepped up. Eddie's asking, yeah, Bay 12, please look into my eye. Look into my eye. Max Walscheid on course right now, guys. It looks like he's catching a rider ahead of him. Dudes, we haven't even got to the first checkpoint yet of the day. Let me just jump in, guys. So here we are. Seeing what's going on. I got to make sure everything's covered up today, guys. Remember, for every time I take a day off, it's like I've reset by a week. My hair's all over the place today. I don't like it at all. Need a haircut. Yeah, Max Walscheid for Lido Trek just passes an Uno X rider here. So, dudes, we have 3 checkpoints on course. The stage is 42 kilometers long. Viareggio to Massa. I'll come over to Tour Tracker Live here for you. You can kind of see where we're at, guys. So we're getting way, way up high in Italy yet right now. Working our way up to the mountains towards the Dolomites. The Dolomites are in the northwest corner here of Italy, where it smashes up against Switzerland. We will be up there sooner than later. Today, though, we've got a pan-flat course. A couple of little bumps out on course here. This is what I don't like about... Wow, it's saying here, Johan Price Pedersen, who someone in the chat yesterday did mention, look out for this guy. Yeah, he does have a good time trial. He will be in the hot seat probably immediately, and is going to sit there for quite a while. Gana, when does Gana come out? I did see the full start list yesterday. Once Gana comes out to play, it'll all change again. So it's 42 kilometers, guys. We're going to zoom in here right now. Let's zoom in as to where we are. We start here. Funny here. Why does that blue line just end there? Interesting. So it says we start there. I think we must do a loop and come through the first checkpoint. Then we head northwest up the coastline through the second checkpoint to the third checkpoint, wherever that is. Yeah, guys, you can see not even all the checkpoints. There should be 3 time checks on course. Oh, it's an out and back. So this checkpoint here, kilometer 38.4, we're going to go out past it. Yeah, there we go. And I was going to say with like a central boulevard down the middle, and that's what you're seeing here. So there's that boulevard down the middle. This will be the third checkpoint here. Okay, it's taking longer to get to it than I thought. Whoa, wow. Yeah, so, you know, these little, where they spin around here. Ooh, that's a weird turnaround, isn't it? Probably should do these like on a roundabout. Like make it a traffic circle roundabout so they can, this is just like they're going to have like flags and tape down. They're just going to have to turn around right in the middle of that normal intersection. Head to the finish line. Ryan Mullen going out right now for NSN. Irish dude here. But we will come back to PCS, guys, and You can see here our first time point today, T1 is at around kilometer 16. T2 will be at about kilometer 28. T3 is at kilometer 38.4. We just saw that over on Tour Tracker. Finish line at 42 kilometers. Dudes, we love a TT over here. Stream it and they will come. Today is a time what? Time trial? Yeah, today's time trial, Don. We are definitely in the pipe 5x5. Yeah, a 43 kilometer time trial after the rest day is like 2 days off for these guys. Yeah, dude, they probably still rode 2-3 hours yesterday. They would have still done that. They probably just like transferred overnight up the coastline, got into the area. They would have all been out reconning this course today. Ryan Mullen only 1 minute into his ride. Coming up next, let's see, next to start. Casper Van Uden for Picnic. Jonathan Milan goes in 5 minutes. Eddie Plankert, Antonio Morgado. Tim Naberman, who we saw on the break 2 days ago. Paul Penot, sprinter for Groupama FDJ. Jensen Plowright, he does have a sprint on him. So we're going to see a lot of sprinters back here, guys. Let's see when I can get to some of the big names. It's going to take a little while to get to the big names, guys. How did the TT favorites perform in their last 5 time trials? The last 5 time trials that Gana has been at, he's won all 5. Jonas has won 2 out of 5. Does that mean a win? Green means top 3, guys. So on this little graph you're seeing here right now, I want to make sure you're seeing that correctly. Yeah, that little graph on the left-hand side of the screen right now, green means they top 3'd. Black means top 20. Red is outside the top 20. Nicholas Larson's here. So Nicholas Larson rides for Unibet Rose Rockets, has 2 top 3s in his last 5 TTs. Jonas has 2 as well. Gana has 5 top 3s, probably with a bunch of wins. Yeah, here's another. Lorenzo Malesi, he is a Team Pulte Visit Malta rider, I believe. No, Movistar. Movistar, he was in the break a couple days ago with Rubio. Then we've got Alec Segart. I forgot about Alec Segart. Where's Alec now? Barring Victorious. Belgian time trialist. Oh, I think it's showing all the time trial results. Oh, this is so good. Last TT results for Ghana. He won... Dudes, I just got to watch my stream here and see how it's working today. I can see that stalled out now. Okay. So we're looking at Ghana's last results, guys. He won Treno Adriatico. That was an 11.5 kilometer time trial. Average speed, almost 57 k's an hour. At the Algarve, he won that as well. 20 kilometer time trial at 54 k an hour. At the European Championships last year in October, guys, he came in second. Who do you think got first? Remco got first at that time trial. In fact, he beat Ghana by 43 seconds. Dudes, and don't forget this guy, Nicholas Larson. Nicholas Larson, this dude. 3rd place at the Euro Championships last year. Probably a favorite for today. Favorite, top 10 kind of guy. Nicholas Larson. See here, 2nd place, 4th place, 3rd place, 4th place. Lots of good results in time trials. Definitely, actually, can we see the Tour of Denmark last year? Right here. Post-Tour Tour of Denmark Stage 3 individual time trial. It was a short one, 14 kilometers. He finished 4th place in that. We watched that race here, guys. Ryan Mullen on course. We just got the camera hovering on him. Should be a good day for Ineos. Net Company Ineos here today, guys. When we look at Net Company Ineos, quick peek at them once the start list pops up here. Okay. Refresh that. Net Company Ineos. I just rolled past them here, dudes. Okay, Net Company Ineos. We have Ghana. We have Timon Aaronsman. We have Magnus Sheffield. Just remember those names. Just remember those 3 names. Trust me. Remember those three names. Probably most likely all three will top 10. That's my guess. It is a long time trial though. It is quite long. For these guys, like modern cycling, 42 kilometers is a long time trial. Wow. Max Walscheid, he's on something here, guys. He's just caught his second Minuteman. So Max Walscheid has just caught his second Minuteman. Actually, I think he's passed 3 people. Yeah, it says right here on PCS, Max Walscheid of Lidl Trek overtakes Vandenbroek, who started 3 minutes earlier. Wow. Yeah, I can see here. Okay, so Walscheid's there now. They got to fix this up a little bit. That needs to get tweaked. Okay, guys. Last times. We only have 2 times through T1. We have Max Walscheid, 20 minutes 9 seconds, and second place at this point is 3 minutes and 7 seconds back. I thought Walscheid started like 6th or 7th. So we'll have to see what's going on there. I didn't really see the start order fully. When I jumped on board here, guys, there was already 5 or 6 riders on course. Have your coffee, guys. Good morning. Okay, who do we got in the mix here today, guys? We got Eddie here. We got Dawn. Tuesday morning time trial. Yeah, it's going to be a low turnout today, guys. Eddie's saying that, here's Paul Magna. He's in the start chute right now, warming up. He's got a whole lot of hair on this guy. He's got, what do we call that? That's the broccoli haircut. The young guy haircut, kind of tight on the sides and just all crazy on top. Like craziness. The broccoli. Eddie's saying Erland Bilkra is the sprint jersey holder for last year's Tour of Langkawi after Matteo Maloselli crash, who was the holder before that. Okay. I think we saw Maloselli crash out of this race too. I think. Yeah, so right now, Eddie, they go backwards standings. Jonathan, Milan out on course now for Lidl Trek. Yeah, Walscheid is flying right now, guys. Absolutely flying. So I'm pretty sure Vandenbroek started last. Vandenbroek would have started last. If we look at the actual GC, oh, will it show us all of it? It usually only goes top 50. Okay, that's annoying. So if we look at Frank Vandenbroek right here, he's 167th. So he was the last place rider to start today. Last place. There's 167 riders in the race. Now we will look at Max Walscheid. He didn't go out second. I'm positive he didn't go out. 163rd. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There should be 4 riders ahead of him. There should be 4 riders ahead of Max Walscheid. Dudes, Max Walscheid, 1.99 meters tall, rocking it at 91 kilograms. This is the guy that was leading Milan out on stage 1 or 2, where Milan at the end was by himself. Well, he said he was by himself for 1.5 kilometers. Not true. This dude led him out all the way. In fact, this guy gapped the group probably with his time trialing ability, and that's what probably hurt Milan a lot, was that his lead-out man wasn't right in front of him. This dude had actually pulled away a little bit. This guy should have there, 12th place, stage 1. 12th place on stage 1, so he was in a group up front. The sprint group was coming. Then these guys start pulling off to the sides. Said he was 9th on that stage overall. Just going to back up here, guys. Gets 12th for some reason. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what happened there. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Oh, he must have got time bonuses. Maybe he got 12th on the stage and got 9th overall. Anyways, he's having a good ride. Johan Price Peterson's having a good rider too. Here we go, guys. At T1, fastest time through now is Johan Price Pedersen here. Danish rider for Alpecin. Another big boy, 1.91 meters tall. So, yeah, he's 6'4", something like that, 6'3", cruising around. All his points are in the TT. You can see here at the World Championships, he's the men's under 23, whatever they call it. Men's under, whatever the age is now. Back in 2021, he was the world champion. Wow. And he was also the two-time European Continental Champion, 21 and 2019. Under 23. 23? 21? That's what's bouncing around my brain right now. So this guy should have a good ride. So anyways, at T1, 7 seconds between Max and Johan Pryce Peterson. We've got Arjun Lives here, Livens, a Belgian rider at 220 back. Matteo Malicelli, sprinter, 240 back. Frank Vandenbroek, 314 back. And Erland Blickra, 4 minutes and 6 seconds back. Dudes, that's over 16 kilometers. This really is the race of truth. This is all about how well can you pound the watts by yourself. This is not hiding behind other riders. This is not using your teammates. This is just you. What do you got? Run what you brung, boys. Run what you brung. I'm going to light that up a little bit, guys. Having trouble seeing here right now. So yeah, they go backwards. Eddie saying Jonas could wear a pink jersey after time trial today, even if he does not win it. Yep. Doesn't have to win. Yeah, Gana could blow everyone out of the water. Jonas just has to do better than Afonso Ulalio. Let's take a look at the actual GC right now, guys. Oh, yeah, easy. 2 minutes, 24 seconds is the gap. Dude, this time trial today is going to be devastating. The time trial today is going to be devastating for a lot of riders. Like, guys, there's riders here. I don't want to pick on anyone. We've got 3 riders that are already 3 minutes behind. And we're just over 30% of the way in the time trial. They've already lost 3 minutes on their competitors. That's insane. So like a guy like Johan Pryce Peterson, he's sitting 162nd overall. He's going to vault up the standings today. And, you know, he's fast, but he's not crazy fast. See how Milan's going to do here. Yeah, Walscheid is just hammering, guys. So I believe Walscheid passed Blickra. He passed Vandenbroek. He's also passed Malicelli. He passed all those dudes. They were all 1 minute men. I think he's made up over 3 minutes now. Johan Pryce Peterson will be doing the same thing. Pryce Peterson today, yeah, would have went out fifth or sixth rider on the road. And yeah, it's hard to tell here right now. I wish Tour Tracker would show us. See, Tour Tracker doesn't show where they are. You get start orders. So Nico Denz, okay, so we do get some info though. We got Nico Denz coming, Plowright, Eco Bastions for Soudal Quickstep, Big Gun, sits on the front of the peloton all the time. Timo Keilik, Nicholas Larson. Okay, guys, here's another dude. Why don't we look at Nicholas here? This is Nicholas Larson, Uno X. Well, dude, this is an old picture. So Nicholas Larson used to be Uno X. I'll come do it over here. He used to be Uno X. And he should be showing up in the start shoot right away. Was Uno X 2024. Went from Pro Series team all the way down to BHPL Benton Bornholm. Continental team last year. So way down. And then skyrocketed back up to join the Unibet Rose Rockets. Currently sitting 131st overall. He's going to have a good time trial. Again, 1.83 meters tall. Generally, time trials, the majority of them are going to be slightly bigger dudes. The majority. So he's coming up right away. Let's hang out for a little bit here. Let's get caught up. Yeah, so Dawn saying 2 minute gap. So Dawn, these first guys will all be 1 minute gaps. At the end, it looks like Eddie's saying the last 16 will have a 3 minutes. Oh, that's brutal. So guys, there's a good chance I won't be able to see the end today. I have an appointment at the bank at 9:30, which means I have to be unzipping out of the jersey, turning everything off at probably 10 to 9, because it takes me like just over 30 minutes to get there. That means grab the wallet, the phone. So realistically, I don't even know if I'll get to all of it. 3 hours from now, where are we going to be? Wow, 3-minute intervals for the last 16. Generally, it's usually the last 10, 2-minute intervals. Yeah, you're right, Don. Don's saying, I like the longer time trials. They will reveal the best time trials. Any pro rider can go all for 16 to 25. Yeah, it's amazing to see the differences. Like, it really shows you they're all cyclists, but who's really good at just, dosing out the effort by themselves. It's a special talent, man. And I guess it's the same as the sprinters. Here's Gana in the start chute. He's getting ready slowly. Well, he's actually at the team bus doing his warm-up in the red, white, and green of Italy. Yeah, looking sharp. Nice 5 o'clock shadow, bro. I love it. He's on the phone. He's probably on Instagram right now, talking to the peeps. Got the gold necklace on. He's got the AirPods in. Man, I live and die with my AirPods now. In my ear pretty much all the time when I'm outside. Dude, had to mow the lawn for the first time yesterday. Had to mow the lawn. So we've gone from snow, frost, to mediocre days, 65 Fahrenheit, but the grass is growing quick now. So I think I did 4 or 5 bags of grass yesterday afternoon. Max Walscheid here, number 65, I believe it is. Coming up on our second timing point of the day. And at this point, we're just going to see so many riders on course. It's going to be hard. Here's something interesting. Look at this gap that's going on here. You can see it at kilometer 20. Looks like it's renders back to... that might be Hartis de Vries there. There's quite a big gap there. That could, mechanical crash. Someone's really bombing or someone's going really, really fast there. That gap just seems too big. And actually, there's a big gap here too. There's kind of a schmalzel version. Dylan Groenewegen's in this mix here. So you got some big sprinters out there probably being caught by better time trialists. You can see the sprinters do really well on very, very short time trials. This ain't one of them. This isn't one of them. Sometimes you'll see a race. Thinking of some of the shorter stage races last year near the end, like maybe it was Croatia, maybe Slovakia, possibly Poland. They'll have these little short, not really a prologue, but they'll have like a 5, 6, 8 kilometer time trial. Sprinters can hang on good in those ones. Next we've got Bax here, BAX for Pinarello. Q36.5. Dude, he's riding a 64 chainring on the front with a 3010 cassette on the back. Bang time, folks. A 64. Who's rocking a 64 on their bike? I'm not, dude. I'm learning how to spin a lot, dudes. Again, I did another workout yesterday on Zwift. It actually was an Ineos Grenadiers team workout. I was thinking I just did one workout. It was 34 minutes long. Nothing special. But dude, I've been focusing all on spinning. Spinning. Like you'll have to do, I don't know, 3-4 minutes at 95 RPMs. Then they'll go 1 minute at 105 RPMs. And they dictate the power output that you got to do. First riders through the second checkpoint, guys. That will be Walscheid. Walscheid is now the first guy through, and he started 4th or 5th on the road. Nicholas Larson has just started, so we're going to see some good times coming up there. Right now, T1, still Price Pedersen, Walscheid at 7 seconds, and the rest. So really right now, the competition is only between Max Walscheid and Johan Price Pedersen. T2 is going to be very interesting here. Here goes Larson in the start chute. He's just accelerated. He's just leaving now. In the light blue, pinky purple color of Unibet Rose Rockets. Okay, interesting here. Best TT results for Nicholas Larson. Back in 2023, when he would have been with Uno X, he got second on the Stage 3 individual time trial. That was at the 4 Days of Dunkirk. Guys, that race starts tomorrow. 4 Days of Dunkirk, which is actually 5 Days of Dunkirk, starts tomorrow. There is a one-day classic race in Dunkirk going on today. I bet you if we take a look over at the homepage, we'll see it. There it is. At the Classique Dunkirk. Jonas Walton. We've seen this guy before. Wow, Conti, CIC Pro Cycling Academy. Wow. Got himself in a break at the beginning of this race. And they have a 3 minutes and 50-second lead over the peloton there at that race. So that race is going on, and then tomorrow the actual 4 days of Dunkirk official race starts. Filippo Gana here I just saw starts in 27 minutes. Checkpoint 2, Max Walscheid will be the first one through at 33 minutes and 17 seconds. Let's see. Average speed right now for him is 51.7 kilometers. So he's been doing almost 52 kilometers an hour for over half an hour, guys. All out. Full gas. Full gas, guys. Looking to see some other good times through checkpoint 1. De Vries is through at 2:10. Anything exciting here? Dylan Groenewegen, you know, one of the world's best sprinters. A lot of people would regard him as a tier 1 sprinter. He's lost almost 2 minutes, 1 minute and 46 seconds to Walscheid and Price Pedersen. And that's within 16 kilometers. So some of the fastest men in the world will struggle today. We should be getting a time for Milan right away. Jonathan Milan, where is he? There's so many names on screen right now, guys. They need to change that profile map a little bit. Maybe stagger it a bit more, I think. Or maybe I would like to see this be interactive. I think I'm seeing here Ryan Mullen. Yep. Ryan Mullen just came through the first checkpoint at 1:32 back, 1 minute 32 seconds back. That puts him into third place at this point. We're just waiting for that to highlight now. Okay, just reading this. Eddie's saying the route design for the European Championship rotors in Slovenia already revealed. PCS not released the route yet in their website. Dudes, I got to start thinking about World Championships this year in Montreal. I really got to start thinking about that. How I'm going to do all that. I know the courses have already been released. Don't even have to stay downtown if you don't want. They got a good real metro system there. Travel around a little bit. Yeah, Max Walscheid first through, Elmar Renders in third, Dylan Groenewegen through fourth. That's at the first checkpoint. And they're saying that checkpoint's at 17 kilometers. I think I've been saying 16. I'm going to give this a refresh so I can get... Yeah, okay, here we go. Second checkpoint. Okay, Max Walscheid, guys, has pulled back some time. He was 7 seconds down at T1. He's 1 second down at T2. Dude, look at third place. 4 minutes and 38 seconds down. 4:38. So everything's going to flip today, guys. And this is what I like about these long time trials. You know what I'm thinking? And they used to do this. I'm thinking that every Grand Tour should have 2 individual time trials. I know for a lot of people it's probably their least favorite event. But I think if you want to make the events competitive and not just hand the races to the best climbers, you need this. Don said, I bet more dudes hop on the stream in the next 2 hours. Oh, Don's asking what's the weather like. Well, dude, we're near the coastline. It could be windy. Weather during the race. 18 kilometers an hour is the average wind. So there's a bit of wind out there. There is a bit of wind out there. It's only 20 degrees Celsius. It's right around 70 Fahrenheit, guys. With a touch of wind. Fresh breeze. Wow. Erland Blikra is down 5 minutes and 45 seconds at basically 2/3 of the way. So, dudes, we're going to see people... There's going to be guys losing 10 minutes today. Probably close to 10 minutes. Maybe that's a bit too much. Maybe 8-9 minutes. I could see it. Some guys are really going to fade at the end. And also, we got to watch the front guys, Walscheid and Price Pedersen. If they go out a little bit too hot, they could fade at the end. Just looking at some latest times here. Do we have any more hot times coming through? None so far. Outside of Max Walscheid pulling back 6 seconds on Price Pedersen. They want to get in the hot seat. Get in the hot seat until Gana shows up, guys. Yeah, Eddie's saying here, stage 1 for Tour de France this year is a team time trial. How the jersey will be determined after stage 1. Dude, it'll probably be based on the leader designation. Yeah, it's a good question, dude. And of course, some riders will drop out of the team. Out of the 8 riders, they probably have to finish with 3 riders crossing the finish line. Although I think they're changing the rules a little bit. There was a race earlier this year. Might have been the Algarve, where only 1 rider had to cross the finish line to set the time for the team. I think. Is that right? Yeah, that would record the finishing time for the team, and everyone else would lose time from there. That's how I think it worked. It was Lidl Trek. Dudes, I'm going to go find this for you right now. Jonathan Milan here. This one car's got... The Uno X car has got to get out of the way. Milan was basically sitting on the Uno X car. If we take a look at Lidl Trek, let's look at the team. I'll try to find him right away. Hool. Oh, he left the team. That's right. Dan Hool is no longer at Lidl Trek. Here, okay, guys, I got to do this differently. Do something a little bit differently this year. Hool. Dan Hool. Decathlon. There was a race earlier this year. I'm going to say this before I start looking through the results. There was a team time trial. Decathlon. This is Paul's team. Where at one point he was the only rider left at the front. And actually, I think Ayuso did the same thing at that race. Yeah. Okay, we're going to check that out. So remember Ayuso as well. This individual time trial right here. Oh, no, it's this team time trial. Paris-Nice. Paris-Nice team time trial. He would have finished solo by himself. That's the way they designed it. So I'm also going to go back to Paris-Nice. Okay, we'll stick in Paris-Nice. Stage 3. Lidl Trek, Juan Ayuso was there. And I remember Juan Ayuso riding by himself. And actually, he skittered his back wheel out on a corner. Here it is. So Juan Ayuso sets the finishing time by himself. All the other riders got their time added on after that. So if you look at Dan Hool here, by himself, the second rider to cross the line was 38 seconds back. That was Nicolas Prudhomme. Stefan Bissinger, another great time trialist, was 1 minute 29 seconds back. So what they're doing is they're just using their team and they're just peeling off one at a time. I'm done. In the past, it was kind of more of a panic because you had to cross the finish line. The third rider to cross the finish line would lock the time in for the team. If you're way off the back, you get your time still running. So your team, your GC guy. So the memory's still holding up, guys. Excuse me. Seeing the Cinzano banners out here. I think I've drank that stuff once. I don't even know what it was. Hated it. What is Cinzano, guys? Is it kind of a wine? Like a fortified wine? Okay, guys. Milan here right now has just come through the first checkpoint, T1. Third place overall. Not bad. He is 128 down. 1 minute, 28 seconds down after 17 kilometers, guys. Arguably the best sprinter in the world. Losing 1 minute and 30 seconds to Price Pedersen, Max Walscheid. Second checkpoint, guys. Same as before. Price Pedersen, Max Walscheid separated by 1 second. T3's coming up right away for Walscheid. Yeah, so Walscheid would have passed Vandenbroek, Blikra, and Malicelli. Price Pedersen has done the same thing. Those two boys are flying. Those two dudes are flying. So many names out on course right now. Chitty chat time. So yeah, Dawn, the winds aren't crazy today. Yeah, Eddie, funny thing too, I was looking, something popped up on my stream, the feed yesterday. I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram. I don't know where it was. And they were talking about it. I'm like, what? It threw me off because I thought it was this year's Tour de France, but I think it's next year's Tour de France. And, well, that's 2027. So I don't know why. It has it starting like on June 24th or something, which was like, what? Is that right? Does the Tour de France start in June of next year? Like, it just seems like it's like a whole week push back. Late June, I've seen before. They'll start like on June 30th, but like June 24th? That doesn't seem right to me. Dave's in the mix now. Good morning, dudes. We're locked in, Dave. We are in the pipe, 5x5. Don saying you're 100% correct, Colin. Dosing your effort for max results across an extended distance. Fab Cycling's here as well. Morning chat. Drew just dropped in. Dave, a hardcore city boy. I've never had to mow a lawn or shovel snow. Apartment dweller. I've volunteered to do both chores. Yeah, dude, it was good yesterday. So, hanging out yesterday, some chores. Guys, I had such a quiet weekend. No work. I did no work this weekend. I finished up all my phone calls on Friday. So for work, the Drumheller house in the Badlands, I got to get it emptied. So today I start making phone calls. I got 13 days to get movers in there to get the house emptied out. The good thing is it's one bedroom, empty. It goes into the garage. There's got these big storage things. And then it's like that little bed that's there, that chair, this, that. Get it all out there for now. It needs to go into the garage for now. Yeah, and then rode my bike. Like I said, I did that Ineos Grenadiers workout on Zwift. Guys, not hard workout, but it's the way they stage it. It makes it harder. So I think these, following their prescribed efforts, they're way better workouts for me. Yeah, empty saying city boys. Yeah, dude, so then I was kind of hanging out, fed the animals, got outside, and I thought, I'm going to fire up the mower. And dude, that's the one case where I use an electric mower now. I've got a bunch of batteries, 40-volt batteries. I use a Ryobi, and dude, it works fantastic. And guys, I'm not mowing a city lawn. I'm mowing a couple acres of grass, kind of scattered around the house, down the driveway. And what I do is I bag all the grass and I feed it to the horses. They like that fresh cut grass. And like I said, I probably did like 5 bags of grass yesterday, something like that. Get a little bit of a suntan. Empty scene, I get you are spinning because otherwise rollers are boring. Yeah. Dave says I have half of a 64 on my Rooker set with a 52-34 front. Yeah, Dave, I think on my road bike, my Cervelo, I think it's a 53-39. All electronic shifting. And good news, guys, I got my air pump out yesterday, brought the bike out, put the air in the tires, and I don't care, dude. I'm rocking 100 on the front, 110 on the back for this full-size man body here. I'll dial down the pressures. I feel more comfortable riding it again. I do got to find my Di2 charger. I know where it is. I just need to charge the battery up to make sure the electronic shifting's good. Max Walscheid coming to the finish now, guys. He should be almost there. We should have a T3 time for him already. We do. Max Walscheid, T3, he's at 46.58. Okay, that's a good benchmark, guys. Frank Vandenbroek goes through second, almost 4 minutes down. At the finish line, it is here now, guys. I'm actually seeing it right now. I'll tell you how delayed this is. So, Walscheid, outside of T2, fastest guy all the way. He's fastest at T1. Sorry, Price Pedersen was. At T2, he brought it back to 1 second. Through T3, he's obviously the fastest. Let's see what Johan Price Pedersen can do there. And at the finish line, it's Max Walscheid for Lidl Trek, the German rider. 48 minutes and 1 second, guys. 48.01. How much faster will the winner be? How much faster will the winner be? Any guesses right now, dudes? Can we get like 46 minutes? Can Gana? I don't even know if Gana can do that, guys. Empty saying I never use Zwift, just put on a good movie or series. But I prefer riding outdoors. Yeah, Empty, I'm getting back to outdoors. Later this week, guys, I'm going back outdoors. But what I want to do, doing these workouts inside, it'll be like warm up for 4 minutes, ride, 130 watts, 140 watts, 150 watts, 160. Then it'll say ride 3 minutes at 210 watts, cadence 95. Then they'll drop you down. They'll drop the power, but they'll up the cadence. And you're just trying to follow the program. All done on screen view. I've always got music playing. Always. I'm always working out to music. And yeah, dude, they're great workouts. And it's just structured. And I guess it's when I see the training plan and I can see time elapsed, time to go, intervals to go. So yesterday, I think I did 5 intervals. Hold it at 3 minutes, then go hard for 1 minute, dial it back to 3 minutes, where you drop down power a lot. Like I'm riding like 1.9 watts per kilo at that point. Smash it back up to maybe 2.6, 2.7 watts a kilo. Not crazy hard, but just kind of intense for a minute. Dial it back down. You can watch your heart rate go up and down on every interval. Dave, anyone think Alulio can pull out an insane TT and extend the lead? Dave, I don't. I think he's either going to barely keep it. Oh, let's look at his TTs right here. So this is Afonso Eulalio. And not a time trialist, guys. He's not. Just not a time trialist. Okay, looking at this. So at the UAE Tour, which was only a 12-kilometer race, he lost 1 minute 35 seconds. Average speed 49 kilometers an hour. Dude, here we go. There was a time trial last year at Stage 10 as well. Max Walscheid finishing, guys, and he is behind. So Max Walscheid lost 12 seconds to Johan Price. Sorry, guys. Totally wrong. I'm just reading the names wrong. Johan Price Pedersen is 12 seconds behind Max Walscheid. Max Walscheid, party on top, business in the front, party in the back. That guy is rocking a full mullet. So nice flip-flop on the times there, guys, because Walscheid was down by 1 second and brought it back. Here, I'm going to have to go look at that quickly, guys. So at T3, yeah, they're not showing all the times there. View the top 20 there. Yeah, weird. Why are they not showing the other guys? Anyways, at T2, Walscheid was 1 second behind Price Pedersen. It looks like at the finish, Price Pedersen is 12 behind him. So 13 seconds Walscheid pulled away in that last third of the TT. Back to... Let's do this. Lulio. This is not the way... How did I get there before, guys? I was just looking at it. Here we go. I'm back to it, guys. Here's the TT results. So last year at the Giro, Afonso Eulalio, current GC leader of the Giro, that was a 29-kilometer... Dude, this is it right here. This is it right here. Last year at the Giro, over 28.6 kilometers, Afonso Eulalio lost 4 minutes and 35 seconds over that distance. This year, we're going another 33% further. We're going to 42 kilometers. He could lose 5-6 minutes. So Jonas could easily be wearing the pink jersey at the end of today. Yeah, Jonas won't even hold back. This is not a case where Jonas is like, well, I got to slow down just a touch. He would have to come to a stop somewhere out on course to let Eulalio keep it. Yeah, no super awesome results here. So he's a climber. He's more of a climber. Team support rider, not an individual time trialist, that's for sure. So guys, expect something way different to happen today. So 1-2 riders finish now. We should have more riders coming through. Vandenbroek should be finishing. Blickra should be finishing. And next to start, yeah, so here we go. So even there, Blickra came through T3 at 1 minute 18 seconds down. Where was he at checkpoint 2? Okay, yeah, that makes no sense. Weird timing here, guys. Like, we don't have times for Walscheid or Johan Price Pedersen at checkpoint 3. Not showing up. They've got Blickra at 1 minute 18 seconds down there. However, at checkpoint 2, he was 5 minutes 44 down. How does that make sense? That does not make sense. They're going to have to fix that up, guys. Next to start, Diego Pablo Sevilla. He should be on course, yeah, in less than 30 seconds. Nicholas Larson here. Let's take a look at Larson. He's coming up to the first checkpoint time. I can see it in the distance. He's currently at 21 minutes. Fastest time through, ooh, now is Bax, Q36.5 Pinarello. He went through in under 20 minutes. So Nicholas Larson is nowhere near that time right now, because I think the banner is just up ahead of him here. I think Nicholas Larson is going to be probably almost really 2 minutes down. That's not right. That is not right. Walscheid went through at 20 minutes and 9 seconds. Larson here's catching a Visma rider. Larson catching a Visma rider right now. Okay, guys, don't worry. We're past the checkpoint here. We are past it. Yeah, we're past it. First checkpoint's at 17 kilometers. It's saying there are 23 to go, so he's already 3K past it. This is just another banner up ahead. This is not a timing checkpoint. So the Visma rider just got past here. Ooh. Guys, Cavagna, Sagard, Matteo Sobrero, Magnus Sheffield, Mikhail Berg, Filippo Gana, all warming up. So they are saying it's Bax here for Q36.5 at 19 minutes 50 seconds at T1, putting Price Pedersen 12 seconds back, Walscheid at 19 seconds back. Morgado's gone through at 1 minute 10 down, Milan at 1 minute 40 down. Dude, this is going to be a brutal day. Going to be absolutely brutal. MTC, I was looking at this TT for favorites, was shocked how bad the TT field was in this year. Dude, I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. We got Gana, we got Sheffield, we got Jonas, we got Timon Ahrensman, don't forget him. Ahrensman's going to do well. Ahrensman will do well. This is going to be a day for Ineos. There was a race earlier this year where we had 3 Ineos riders finish, I think, top 5 in the time trial. I think it was top 5. I think 1, 2, and 5, I think. That might have been the Algarve, maybe. I think that was the Algarve. Who is in the start shoot now? Here's Gana. Filippo Gana, guys. Let's take a look. Right here. Well, it'll either be Algarve. Let's take a look at the Algarve. Stage 3. He won that stage. Lidl Trek, Ayuso was second. Soderquist, third. Paul in fourth. Timon Ahrensman in fifth. Kevin Vauquelin in sixth. So there was 3 Ineos riders in the top 6. Net Company Ineos. I'm thinking of Treno Adriatico, though. This one. Treno Adriatico, stage 1, time trial. It was a short one. It was only 12 kilometers, 11.5 kilometers. Gana first, Ineos. Ahrensman second, Ineos. Sheffield fourth, Ineos. So some really good time trialists there. And gonna fly along here. Guys, Gana's going up to his bike right now. Helmet's on. Has a little sit down. Manier in the start shoot. Dude, so crazy. Like, what a weird sport. It really is a weird sport. You're so not isolated from your competitors. You're riding beside them for 5 to 6 hours at a time. You're sharing food. You're sharing bottles outside of the pee bottles. So that's the latest controversy. We like to say controversy here in the Himalayas. At the Giro is the riders were warned not to pee in bottles. So apparently the riders have been using bottles, peeing in them, and then throwing them on the side of the road. And then some poor Giro fan comes along and goes, yeah, and gets a bottle full of pee. Well, it serves you right. Drew's going for the ABJ today. Anyone but Jonas. Dude, I don't think it'll be Jonas today. It's going to be Gana. Gana, yeah. He's hands down favorite. He has to be. Who's got the odds here? Yeah, GC guys will lose a lot. It's a long, flat TT. Yeah, you know what, Drew? You can't zoom in here. You can here, so I can zoom in here, but like this is what Tour Tracker's got. I really like Tour Tracker. And again, I would pay for this service. You know, this is a $50, $60 a year service for me. Send me a bill. Watch, they'll do it now. Watch, they'll send me a bill. I can't afford it. Oh, just had a leg cramp. They don't show the riders. I don't have dots here to zoom in. I can zoom in, but there's nothing to show you here. It's just strange. And I can't zoom in. Maybe there's a way. I don't know what it is. Like this graph here, this profile is totally interactive, non-interactive. So we're just kind of stuck with me making stories up. I wish we could zoom in. If there's a way how to do it, I don't know yet. Dave's saying all the hotels and motels in and around Montreal already booked to the gills. They might give a special pass to Colin from Inside Cycling World. Like, that dude, yeah, he's a nobody. Dude, you're staying in Toronto. That's where they're going to send me. Yeah, dude, probably have to stay like in across the river there. I don't know. And I think, dude, we could look that up. The World Championships does it go on the Formula 1 track? There's like a weird bike path there now. They go across a bridge into the middle of the St. Lawrence. And then there's like a raised bridge, I think, or a raised bike path. I'm positive. They might even go onto the other side. I'll find somewhere nearby. Dave's going to beg a few couriers for a sleeping bag spot. Don saying Tour de France used to start and end with ITT back in the good old days. Walscheid is 150 to 1 to win. Where is he at right now? Well, he's winning right now. His average speed was 52.3k an hour, guys. Took him 48 minutes and 10 seconds. What's our guess for Gana? Gana's starting in 20 seconds, guys. You can see it here right now. We've got Gana going out. Van den Bosch next. Alberto Bettiol, Robert Stannard. Jasper Stuyven. So Gana going out pretty early in the day. So Gana's going to sit probably in the hot seat all day long. So, dude, so far, big boy time trials, Walscheid and Price Pedersen, class of their own. Like, third place right now at the finish is, wow, Simone Consoni, 4 minutes and 52 seconds down. Almost 5 minutes is third place right now. And look at the time difference. This is big boy power and aero riding, knowing how to ride and just sustain your effort. Let's take a look at these dudes. Simone Consoni, smaller rider. Okay? And I'm not picking on them. I'm just saying they're smaller. Oh, okay, so Renders just popped in here out of the blue. He is a tall rider. Big guy. You would expect these guys to do better. That's kind of their specialty, is smashing. But Renders is almost 3.5 minutes down at the finish. Groenewegen, bigger dude, big powerful dude, but he's a sprinter. He's not built to do this. Just not his strong point. So this is where we really get to see these guys' ability. It's kind of like when you watch Poggy ride away from everyone on the climbs. Same thing. We're just seeing it on the flats. Jonas could wear a pink jersey after the stage, even if he doesn't win it. Yeah, we got that. We're going to go for Ghana. Could be a strange top three. Plus a team time trial in the middle. Yeah, so I wonder how they're going to do the team time trial. I think that's how they're doing them now. Remember I said earlier, guys, so at those races, where was the Algarve, where Dan Houle finished by himself. Because I was like, what is going on? I was like, where's the second and third rider? It doesn't matter. The time for the team time trial is set by the first rider to cross the finish line. And they don't keep the clock running to set a time for the third rider. Those guys are at that point on their own, just losing time. So it's kind of different now. So you kind of like save your strongest guy for the end. Everyone's peeling off, take their turn, peel off, gone. Ghana's coming around that really hard turnaround I was talking about. I was going to show you on Tour Tracker, but I can't because it doesn't show dots. I think Ghana just came through. Sorry. Yeah, that's a different one. There's one up here. This is the one I was saying wasn't a good turnaround. But Ghana at the start, let's see where he was. There's a turnaround right at the beginning, it seems. They kind of go out. Yeah, it was probably here. Like, this is very strange to me. They're heading out here past some parked cars and then coming back the way they came. Probably just adding on some kilometers here. Why even bother? Why just not, just go up the coastline? So back to PCS here, guys. Bettiol in the start. Bettiol has just started. Stannard will be within a minute. Felix Gall is already shivering. Yeah, I think Felix is going to lose some time today too. It's going to be a rough day for a lot of riders here, guys. So we have 3.5 minutes from the first place guy to the third place guys. Frank Vandenbroek finishes almost over 7.5 minutes down. Erlen Blickra finished at 8 minutes down. It's going to be a tough day. Empty saying his GC might be over. He is horrible at TTs. Dave saying probably the Tour first to cross the line. Yeah, dude, I think they're going to do it the same as the Algarve. So 8-man teams going out. But you guys remember in the past what I'm saying is you had to finish with at least 3 dudes together. And they would make the timing of the third guy across the finish line. So if you had 2 up the road and 1 guy was 10 meters back, it's the third guy. This year, it's been, you just need that first teammate to get across the finish line. That locks the time in for your team time trial event. But everyone else continues to lose time overall in the GC. Looks like Ryan Mullins just come to the finish here. He's already 3.5 minutes down. Pretty shocking when you see Consoni 4th place at the finish line, almost 5 minutes back of the leaders. That's just showing the difference, the climbers versus the time trialists. So Ryan Mullins finishes at 3:47 back. That takes him up into 4th place. Average speed, 48.5 km an hour. Guys, winning speeds are going to be close to probably 53 km an hour, I would imagine. Max Walscheid, 52.3. Johan Price Pedersen, 52.1. Ethan Vernon coming to the finish here, I believe. Nope. This is first checkpoint. Yeah. First checkpoint for Ethan Vernon. Although it looks like a finish line to me. Let's just keep an eye here. Ooh, yeah, he's going to have a rough day out there. That's going to be a long day for him. At the first checkpoint, his speed is 45.9 kilometers an hour. Gana the machine. Legs pumping hard here, guys. Ultra high socks. Filippo Gana. Just under 5 minutes into his effort right now, riding through the shaded treed area. This is the out and back section. The riders are going to be watching each other. No flipping the bird here, guys. Nicholas Larson. Is this the finish? Yeah, nope, this is not the finish. This would be through probably second checkpoint. This would be through T2, I believe. I'm going to refresh this, guys. Back should be up there. Yeah, Backs went through T2 at 33:04. Price Pedersen, 12 seconds back. Max Walscheid at 13. Nicholas Larson went through at 36 seconds back. So the Unibet Rose Rockets rider doing a 4th place ride right now. And he will be... Let's see if I can see him. I can. It's Wilco. No, that's not Wilco there. Hard to see that name. There's a Visma rider here, right beside him here on the profile. I know it's very hard to see, guys. That's Nicholas Larson there for Unibet Rose Rockets. Got one of the Kopecky brothers is finishing right now. We should see times for him right away. How did he do? Matthias Kopecky went through T3 at 4:45 down. Hartis de Vries, his teammate, went through at 4:51 down. Wow, it's going to be staggering, the breaks at the finish, guys. Matthias Kopecky does finish overall here. It's saying at 5:04 down. I'm just catching up with the results, you guys. His teammate again, Hartis de Vries, the Unibet Rose Rockets, at 5:18 down. 8 minutes is the time. Well, you know what, dude? More guys than that have finished, haven't they? Perhaps. I'd love to see the full standings. Dudes, there's going to be some huge gaps today. Huge. Yeah, so I think it's first over the line. Yeah, so for the TT guys, it's going to be just the first over the line now, it looks like in the events. They're just trying to I guess they don't want riders to lose massive amounts of time. Well, they will, because it is timing them all the way, but it's the first rider sets the TTT time. Empty saying it is not Paris-Nice rules where only your personal time counts. Hool was at the decathlon. Thank you, Empty. Drew saying another YouTube video claims Vingegaard is pissed because one of his Danish staff quit and went to Remco's team. Hopefully he's really upset and stewing today. I think Empty here is saying, yeah, it was Dan Hula, but yeah, he didn't win that. At Paris-Nice, he didn't win the time trial. He just set the time for his team. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, when I saw it too, I'm like, he's doing the time trial alone. He basically just went by himself. And yeah, Empty, you're right about the two. User was only alone the last kilometer. Yep. Empty saying yes, but in my eyes, that could work. But these kind of team time trials should be at least 50K. 23 kilometers is too short for this kind of time trial. Yeah, dude, I like the longer time trial. Again, I want to see all the different skill sets. We get sprint days, we get climb days. We get one generally short time trial day now. And for some riders, that's their firepower. Remco, he gets killed in the mountains. He needs to have a chance to race on the time trials. What was the time trial at the World Championships? I think it was 42 kilometers at the World Championships in Rwanda. And I think Poggi lost close to 3 minutes. Is that right, guys? Can someone look that up? I think it was 2:47. Cinzana was Dave Stoller's favorite cycling team in the movie Breaking Away. Gotta watch that. I thought Cinzana was a type of wine. Isn't it? Oh, okay. 2028 has been advanced to avoid the Olympics. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Drew. So maybe what I was watching yesterday, maybe that wasn't next year. Maybe that was the 2028 race. Because, yeah, it was starting June 24th. And I think I've seen it start on the 30th before, but never that far back. Dave's rocking the Sagan jersey today. Take a look at some times here, guys. Gonna give this a refresh so I can see everything. So we're looking for backs coming through here. At T2, it was backs rocking 52.1k an hour at 33.04. Had a 12-second lead over Jan Price Pedersen. Back should be through the finish line already. He should be there. So I'm just waiting for some results to come through. We don't have a time for him at T3, and we don't have a time for him at the finish yet, so let's let that all catch up. And Gana here right now. Gana right now, they said on course. They're just giving like a live running shot. He's 30 seconds up on Max Walscheid over Lido Trek. I don't have a time for Gana yet at T1. Okay, here's Gana. Gana's just passed over the 10-kilometer mark at 17k to the first time check. And apparently he's 30 seconds up on Walscheid already. You got to know how to dose the effort though, guys. So right now, it looks like it's about 4 riders at the front. Larson, Walscheid, Price, Pedersen, and Bax. They're kind of like in the running here. Everyone else is the other runners. Well over a minute back, everyone else. Larson is 36 seconds down at T2. No time for him yet at T3, which there should be a time, I believe. No, he's still working his way. He's just over 35 kilometers now. T3, I believe, is at 40. Jonathan Milan finishes 4 minutes and 4 seconds down, which really is not that bad. That's not that bad. I think that's a pretty good time for an all-out sprinter. We'll see how Groenewegen does. Groenewegen finished 5 minutes and 50 seconds down, so Milan did a pretty good job. Or Corbin Strong starting soon. Christopher Jewel Jensen, Mick Van Dijk, Orluis Aluar. Ooh, who's this? Oh, this is Bax passing Team Picnic Rider. So Bax will be coming to the finish line soon, guys. He's on 42 minutes right now. Finishing time is 48 minutes 10. So Bax is moving. I'm still looking for a T3 checkpoint. We should have a time for him here. Gana passing Manier. Gana just gets right on his wheel, swings out to the right-hand side of the road, both wearing the nice high socks. I need some high socks. And he's gone. Amazing to see the different styles of riding. You know, in a sprint, Gana, bye. In a TT, Manier has no chance. Zero chance of keeping up. Again, we're on the out and back segment here of the course. Right now, it says Gana's pushing 552 watts, 511. Cadence well over 100 right now. 104, 105 RPMs. 108 RPMs. Just a touch under 500 watts for Filippo Gana right now. Apparently, Gana can ride over 500 watts for an hour straight. If you guys can believe that. I think I saw an interview where they said there's 2 riders in the world right now. One's a virtual rider. Actually, he does race outside too. One is Gana, World Tour rider, and the other is Hayden Pucker, US dude, young guy. His nickname is Farm Watts. He races on My Whoosh. He races for money every Sunday on My Whoosh. He was at the World Championships virtual cycling in the UAE. Big Watts. I'm sure there's other guys out there that do it too, but maybe it hasn't been recorded very well. Like 500 watts for an hour is just insanity. Absolute insanity. Dave's saying 5 backs of grass. That's what my neighbors smoke every day. That dude was nice. It wasn't that hot out, but the sun was so strong yesterday. So strong. I mean, this time of year is nice for us because we get long days. The sun's coming up like at 5:30 in the morning. It's not setting till well after 10 o'clock at night. Drew saying 2004 or so, my Milanese friends and myself biked out of Milano up to Lago Maggiore and back. The return flat as today's TT, shredded my right Achilles. Pablo said, "You're not in shape." I replied, "F you, Pablo." No, actually what Drew said. I made that part up. I'm in shape, just not used to 150k of flat roads. Oh yeah, spinning out of control. Eddie's saying 45 minutes for the winner. Yeah, dudes, I'm looking for some times now. I need Bax's time to come through soon. Where is Bax? I'm pretty sure he's at the finish line already. Yeah, he is. Dudes, looks like he goes through preliminary top 5. He goes through 10 seconds ahead of Max Walscheid. 10 seconds ahead. Here's our 2T time. T3 time finally came through. He hasn't hit the finish yet, though. That's preliminary. He has to get to the final part. So at T3, which is only, I'm going to say 5 kilometers to the finish, he's up 10 seconds on Max Walscheid. 18 seconds on Price Pedersen, 34 on Nicholas Larson. So they're kind of tentatively giving it to Bax right now. You notice how I haven't said his first name? Yeah, I can't. Can't even say that name. Don't even know how to say it. Don's saying, I've rolled indoors with the rollers on the front and back wheels. You really need to stay focused. Makes it more exciting because the danger is real since you can wander off into a wall. Yeah. Dude, have I tried rollers? I don't think I've ever tried rollers. Ever. Drew's predicting 45, 35. Eddie's guessing last place will be around 54 minutes. Empty, it's shocking that it's been so long, so there was such a long TT. Eddie, Empty, I think they're bringing them back, because this is my biggest complaint. Is basically a lot of the tours recently have been built for, well, the climbers. Like, if you can climb good, you got a really good shot. Poggy can time trial well, so can Jonas. Are they Gana? No. Are they Remco? Nope. I remember last year at the World Championships, there was a lot of speculation beforehand how Poggy could probably win the individual time trial because it was a rolling course. There was a big climb in the middle of it. Really not Remco's thing at all. But in a true time trial, it was Remco's thing. Winning by, I swear it was almost 245. I'm going to say 245. I'll go back and look at it after. Once I see Poggy or Remco's name somewhere, I can go back and look. Looks like Afonso Eulalio will lose 4 minutes to Vingegaard today. Yeah, it's completely gone. Drew, he could lose 5 or 6 minutes, said Colin, or he could fly in pink to a best ever. Dude, I think he's going to get shattered today. Like, looking at his TT results. Yeah, he's not a time trialist. Here's Bax coming to the finish now. Ooh, yeah. Dude, this guy's flying. Yeah, he's going to be more than 10 seconds ahead at the finish, guys. He's only got 200 meters to go, and he's up by 30 seconds. So do we have a final time yet? It's not showing up yet. I'm going to refresh this just to see. There it is, Bax. He's up by 13 seconds. 13 seconds, Bax finishes right now. Okay, time's coming through now. 13 seconds over Max Walscheid. Nice performance for Q36.5. Let's take a look at this dude. Dutchman. Bigger dude. 30 years old. 30 years old. Time trial results. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot jumping out here right now. Yeah, he's just strong on the road. By himself. There was a stat before. I think I could look at just their individual time trial results. New best time for Gana at checkpoint 1, guys. 19 minutes, 9 seconds. 41 seconds faster than this dude that I'm watching here on screen right now who just finished. 41 seconds up already. That's insane. 53 seconds up on Price Pedersen. Has Gana gone out too hard, guys? Or is Gana just going to completely eradicate these guys? Yeah, Eulalio. Yeah, I'm going to go back to it. Eulalio is going to lose 5 to 6 minutes today. Dave saying, I'll keep all hope alive until the lines are all crossed. I remember what people said about Tommy Voeckler. Yeah, Tommy Voeckler back in the day. Europe car. LMF Whitley Bay here saying Gall is going to lose minutes to Fishboy today. Hold on to that loving feeling. Whitley saying can't see anything other than Top Gana winning the stage. Yeah, dude. I like to see the surprise. Like, I'm really going to be interesting watching Aaronsman ride here. Aaronsman's already had 2 really, really good time trial results this year. Timo Keilik should be coming in right away. Visma rider. Tim Rex is on course. He's just over the halfway point. Riders coming up next will be Mifsud. We saw him, Team Pulte Visit Malta rider, the Maltese rider. Wasn't he French? He was a Frenchman. Yeah, French up until 2024. Now he rides for Malta. I wonder if that's a case where his mother or his father, their nationality was Maltese, Malta, whatever you want to call it, and just took that on. Had to pick between one of 2 countries and went with Malta over France. Toon Arts will be going out on the road here soon, right away, guys, in less than 4 minutes. Sobrero is a good time trialist for Lidl Trek. Warren Barguil's heading out. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. At the finish line, we have Bax 13 seconds over Walscheid. Filippo Gana just killing it. Yeah, you can see the flags blowing around a little bit. Let's take a look at the weather again, if it's changed much. But the same, 17.5 kilometers an hour. Temperatures right around 20 degrees Celsius. So it's not hot. Probably a perfect day for doing this. Alec, Mr. Alex, Alec, I always call him Alex, Sagart. On course now, Belgian time trialist. Let's take a look at Alex Sagart here. 3-time European Continental Championship men's under 23 rider. 24, 23, and 22, guys. The guy's fast. 2 times second place at the World Championships. 23 and 22. Yeah. Actually, did he race? We're going to look at the 25. He didn't go to the World Championships last year. He did the Euros instead of the Worlds. A lot of guys did that. And so last year he was 10th at the Euro Championships in the individual time trial. It was basically just over half the distance of this one. He finished 10th place behind Remco, Gana, Nicholas Larson, Ethan Hayter, Tarling, Dan Houle, Matthias Vashik, Stefan Kung, Bruno Amaral. Those are all the TT guys right there. Soderquist was 11th. Max Walscheid last year at the Euro Championships was 12th. Remy Cavagna, Lorenzo Malesi. Dudes, all these names we know. These guys are at the race. Some of them are anyways. Malesi's here. Cavagna's here. Don't forget about him. Segart. Gana. Yeah, 41 seconds up at T1. Does that grow by T2, guys? Or is he going to dial it back? Like, how hard does he have to go? Segart, European double. Alex Segart won the under-23 European time trial title in both 23 and 24. At professional level, his best result was a time trial victory at the 2024 Renui Tour. Well, why don't we take a look at that? Alex Segart in 2024 at the Renui Tour. It's later in the year. First place in a 15.4 kilometer time trial. So doesn't really compare to this one. Who did he beat? He beat Magnus Sheffield. We're going to see him today. Bissinger, Tobias Foss, Tim Wellens, Ben Turner, Christophe Laporte. So different riders. Some time trialists there. Some just good overall riders. Breakaway specialists. Because of the distance of that TT. These longer TTs are really going to show who's good at it. Who is the best time trialist? Who is the best doing their own thing? You know, when you're out riding and you see someone come up behind you, you're like, what? Yeah, strong. Those are strong people riding by themselves. Take a look in the middle of the screen right now around kilometer 23. We have 3 Pulte Visit Malta riders riding together there. Back to back. Still waiting for times here for Ghana. T2. Okay, I think that's Ghana right there. Yeah, he's got a bit to go. He's probably got 6-7 kilometers to go to T2. I'll jump back into the chat. Yes, Gall is going to lose minutes on Jonas, O'Connor, G, and much more. People come alive 8 days a week. People come alive 8 days a week. Dave, I need a hint. It's time to pee in privacy. So they've always done that? Empty, I didn't know that. I did not know that riders pee into the bottles. I didn't know that. I guess it's just easier. Like, instead of stopping, yeah, pee in a bottle, hand it to a team car. Here you go. Don't refill that one, guys. That just seems too hard to me. Just seems too hard. I would just pull over. 20 seconds, done. You guys have seen my nature breaks. Drew's asking, what is the big island east of Montreal? Bought 4 liters of maple syrup on that island. Dude, that's a man-made lake. There's a couple of them there. So they made the Formula 1 track on a man-made lake there. And I think the story is way back when they just piled up landfill there and built that whole area up. Guys, why don't we do that right now quickly? Whilst we got time here, we're going to go to Google Maps. Colin's part of the world. And we're going to flip over. We're going to pass over top of Dave here. Hey, Dave. Here's Dave right here. We're waving at him. We're going to zoom into Montreal, guys. So this is going to be the World Championships, dudes. I've been to Montreal probably 3 times. Fantastic. So there's a couple of islands there. Now, this one here is more residential. I've actually scoped this out a little bit. I think these are the man-made ones. So the Formula 1 track is right here where this rowing center is. You can see the Formula 1 track. So the time when I went to Formula 1 here, it still sounded good. 2013, Formula 1 still sounded good. And if you're a Formula 1 fan now, back it up about 15 years. You'll hear what real cars sound like. Yeah, you'll hear what real cars sound like. Not these fart cans you hear now. We sat on this corner right here, and you could actually go stand right on the fencing here. A lot of guys blow right through this corner here. As you can see, this is why this is designed here. The circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Dudes, this thing is basically open year-round. I've got a lot of friends out there. They ride this track all the time. You see all sorts of TT guys out here. But guys, there is this raised... See, I was talking about a raised area here. There's a bike path here. I think the TT goes down here. That's where I think the TT goes down. So here's Montreal. This is where the race comes up through during the GP Montreal. Downtown Montreal, dude, is fantastic. Drew's got a lot of good stories from here. He's got a lot of good stories and some bad ones. And actually, the bad ones are actually good ones because he was on the rebound then. He's coming back, Drew. Married here and I think divorce party here. Divorce afterlife here. So I think it crosses over here on this bridge somehow, and somehow they get them on this thing. I think. Maybe they come across this one and then head north along this raised thing and probably hit the Formula 1 track. There's also a big rowing dealio here, as you can see it. Where do they... I think they go off from up here somewhere. Sorry, guys. I'm just messing around. Yeah. Should see some... Yeah, here they are. Here's the boats, ships, yachts, whatever you want to call it. Boats. And this island here, this is where they had the 67 Expo. In fact... There it is right there. Here's the biodome. Guys, what's the biodome? Kind of looks like Epcot. Looks like Epcot, right? A little bit. I've been here. They had a great food festival here one day. I was here, I guess technically with a girlfriend. 30 years ago. 30 years ago. We got pools going on here, lots of little paths and stuff. So I think all these islands here, I think this one and this one were all man-made. I think. So Drew, maybe that's your answer to your question. That's just constant rambling by Colin. Okay, so T1, Ghana at 41 seconds ahead. T2, we're waiting for that time to come in. Should be coming pretty quick, guys. I feel like this is really bright on my face today. Let's dial that back. Mikhail Berg at T1. He currently is 45 seconds behind Ghana, so he's drifting back. Looks like he's going to be well over a minute behind Ghana at T1 today. So Drew bought 4 liters. Okay, hang on. Bought 4 liters of maple syrup alone, 2 2-liter steel cans. One made it to Denver. The second exploded and syruped everything in the carton. Yeah. Drew's importing maple syrup from Canada. I'm just saying now, some of these guys know they can't win and don't go out. Yeah, dude, that's another thing too. I will point that out. When I keep saying some guys are getting destroyed here, their choice. They're like, I have no chance. I'm just going to ride easy today. I'm 158th place in the race overall. I'm already an hour back. I'm not going to destroy myself in a solo effort today. I'm going to ride my own pace to help my teammates tomorrow. Hopefully I covered that. Some guys are riding this way on purpose. Empty saying, I do think these 5-minute riders are not going at full max pace. How many Minutemen will Ghana catch? Oh, a lot. Dude, he's going to catch a lot. He should be coming up to T... He should be through T2 now. I can't even see his jersey. No, he's coming up to T2 now. Probably less than a kilometer to T2. Remy Cavagna's on course, guys. I believe he's coming up to checkpoint 1 here, T1. His time was showing 19:23. Ghana went through T1 at 19:09, so he's already behind. Looks like he's got a good time, though. Ice cold. I think Remy Cavagna is going to get second place at T1. Should just pip ahead here. Yep. He's 32 seconds down on Ghana. So, yeah, Empty. Good points about the time trial. Empty's also saying here, nah, all time trials are generally short. Yeah, that's true. They're on 20K in a big stage races. Also, and lately they include climb, which makes it easier for GC races. Yeah, I'd like to see them lengthen it out. Here's Ghana passing a Team Pulte Visit Malta rider. And in fact, so Ghana should be getting there. Ghana has got 3 Pulte Visit Malta riders ahead of him. The furthest one ahead is Diego Pablo Sevilla. Here you can see him on screen. He's the first of those 3 riders. He's catching one right now. He is through T2. Already passed him. So we should have a time for Ghana right away, guys. Let's just hang out here and see. Yeah, Drew. Still cracks me up how the PCS timeline looks like Star Wars walking robots. Yeah, it's just ka-chink, ka-chink. Then we go to Tour Tracker. It looks better. And there's nothing to show though. It's just kind of a news feed over here. I'm looking forward to, guys, if you're new here and you didn't see the channel last year, I think it was stage 10 of the Tour de France. We got Bike Terra on board and they started showing, they were collecting data from these events and they were pumping it into their cycling platform. And we could actually see the cyclists on course in a 3D generated world. And trust me, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It's really helpful on the climbs. You can see where different groups of riders are on switchbacks, going up a mountain, on the descents. So I'm praying that they have that. Okay, and we're talking about longer time trials. Last time trials longer than 40 Ks at World Tour level. Individual time trial won by Remco in 2025. There was a 46K race, World Championships, won by Remco. Poggi won a 40.6 kilometer race at the Giro in 2024. World Championship 2023, Remco, that was 47.8 Ks long. And Van Aert won a 40.7 kilometer time trial at the 2022 Tour de France. So they're around, they're just not that common, guys. Funny too, as you go back, you just see a shift. You know, World Championships 40, 46. I'll just do World Championships. 48 kilometers. Then we bounced. Ooh, look at this. 2019, we had a 54 kilometer individual time trial, a 52. World Championships here was only a 40. But again, we come back. Kirienka, I remember that name. That was a 54 kilometer. Kirienka also won a 59.4 individual time trial at the 2015 Giro. So it seems like 45 to 50, 55, that was the standard. And now it's getting pushed down shorter and shorter. I swear it's just for TV time. That's what I think. Just for TV time. Gonna do a refresh here, guys. So Remy Cavagna, second place at T1 at 32 seconds down. Bax now gets pushed to third place. T2, dudes, Gana goes through 1 minute, 19 seconds ahead of Bax. So second place is 1 minute, 19 seconds behind Gana. Gana just knows that's 500 watts, dudes, for an hour straight. That's what Gana is right there. Average speed, 54.2 K an hour. Insanity. Absolute insanity. So I'm looking on course here. So Gana has caught one of his 1 minute men, the Pulte guys. He's caught other ones already. He's already caught Magny. I can see Magny in course. If you look closely, hard to see, guys. Looks like Magny is around kilometer 30 and a bit. And so many good points in the chat here today, guys. Empty, great chats about time trialing. Like, guys, when I say they're getting destroyed, time-wise, they are. But some of these guys are only riding maybe 90% of their ability. They're like, dudes, I got to save effort for the next 3 days. So I'm not going to blow myself up today when there's no chance I can finish in the top 15. I'll just dial it back a bit. I'm already 48 minutes behind. What's another few? Yeah, good point. So there's Gana at T2. Gana will be getting a T3 time shortly. Tim Rex is getting up to T3. Ackerman is through T3. Last times, Ackerman was 4 minutes and 12 seconds down at T3. T3 comes at 38.3 kilometers. Ethan Vernon was 5 minutes and 24 kilometers down. 24 seconds down at the finish. Again, more of a sprinter. David Ballerini was 5 minutes and 11 down at the finish. These guys are saving it for tomorrow, guys. And I think tomorrow, guys, from what I remember, is more... I think it's kind of a breakaway stage. Stage 11. Let's take a look. Oh, the Paper District. Everyone knows the Paper District. Yeah, tomorrow's stage looks interesting. Have a little gander at this. Ooh, yeah. Tough day out. Sprint comes early in the day. Then we have Category 3. Category 2, Category 3, time bonifications at the top of the final hill of the day. Then just a downhill into the finish. So, could a sprinter hang on? I don't know. They're going to have to go very, very early in the day. Very early. Any Oscar rider here? This could be... Let me figure out who this is, guys. We're going to go back to stage 10 here. Aaronsman, maybe? It looks like a big, tall rider. Although Aaronsman's going to be starting way later on. This is not Aaronsman. Can't be. Ben Turner just started. Tall guy as well. Ben Turner, big, tall dude. 1.94 meters tall. Yeah. 6'4", 6'5" type thing. Aaronsman will be starting near the end with his overall standings here. Yeah, Ben Turner has just started. Waiting for a T3 time for Gana. I can't believe he's 1 minute and 19 seconds ahead of Bax. And remember, guys, so these guys are more of a good comparison. I can't compare Gana to a 55-kilogram climber. Well, I can, but it's not really a good comparison. It's not apples to apples. Gana to Bax to Price Pedersen to Walscheid to Larson. These are all time trialists. And Gana is just smoking them right now. Okay, Dave saying I like the tour using the Alpe d'Huez as a TT stage. Dude, we do Alpe d'Huez twice this year. I took a good look at the course last night. I think we do it on stage 19, the real climb. Stage 20, I think we come up the backside. There's a different way to approach it, so it's not the typical Alpe d'Huez 21 switchbacks. It's like a different route up there. Where's Benny? Yeah, where's Benny? Exactly. Oh, yeah. Tour de Suisse 2001 from Drew here saying had TT up to Crans Montagna. That was the only day I met Devil Diddy from Germany and had a cool 5-shot sequence of Lance rounding a bend. Nice. Dave can do 500 watts too, but it's assisted by my bus pass. Dawn saying I'm in shape. Round is a shape, of course. Drew's breakfast. Bacon calling, eggs calling, maybe a cheesy tortilla. I had peanut butter on bread. That's all I had today. I'm thinking about another coffee. Eddie's saying Bax won a stage in the Tour of Langkawi in 2022. Movistar rider heading out right now, guys. Looks like the timing here is all done by Tudor. Got the Tudor watches out there. Sub-brand, baby brother brand of Rolex. Any more watches here? Oh, wow, guys. You guys are chatting so much. Oh, my. I'm going to catch up here. Aaron's jumping in. Good morning to all for the Spaceballs helmet TT. Just going to catch up, guys. Yeah, Gana was 40 seconds ahead. Now he's 1 minute 19 seconds ahead. We're still waiting for a T3 time for Gana. Hasn't came through yet. Okay, he's just getting to it, guys. Gana's probably 1 minute out. Okay, we're seeing Alex Sagart here at T1. Close to a minute behind Gana. Do we have a T1 time for Sagart? Yeah, here he is right here. He was 48 seconds down on Gana, so he's behind Bax and Cavagna and Gana at T1. Apples to apples comparisons here, guys. These are all time trialists with Gana just being on. 53. So Gana's actually sped up, guys. Yeah. Gana's average speed at T1 was 53.3. At T2, his average speed is 54.2. It looks like Bax did the same thing. Yeah, Bax was able to do the same thing. Bax was 51.4, sped up to 52.1. Yeah, these top time trialists. So it looks like that T1 section is a little bit harder than the average speed over T2. Maybe there's just a few more bumps and rollers in here. Then more flat from T1 to T2, bringing the average speed up. I'm looking for a Gana time here, guys, coming in right now. Last times, I keep looking there. Keep browsing around. So here we go. New best time for Gana at checkpoint 3, 41.54. That's putting him at 54.85 kilometers an hour. So here we go. Gana goes through almost 2 minutes up on Bax. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 54 seconds. He's now catching another Pulte rider. And I can see an Uno X rider just up the road. So there should have been 3 Pulte riders. And yeah, there was 3. I'm only seeing 2 right now, but it's very hard to see here because I can't zoom in. He's catching an Uno X rider just up the road too. Is that the... Actually, that turnaround doesn't look that bad. That T3 turnaround doesn't look that bad to me now when I see it. This guy here. They just went through a roundabout turn. You see here, it doesn't look like an actual traffic circle, but from what I saw on camera there, it did. That looks like they just made them turn around the middle of an intersection. So he's catching another rider. Mikhail Berg is at checkpoint 2. Looks like he's 137 down. Yeah, Berg slots into checkpoint 2 in 5th place. It should be. I'm going to give that a refresh now. Yeah, there he is right there. Mikhail Berg, 137 down at checkpoint 2. Gana's destroying the field, guys. Gana, like, yeah, I mean, hands-on favorite to win. Yeah, Aaron. Aaron's got the point of the day. Life lessons of the day, guys. You haven't really lived until you try to pee in a bottle at 30 kilometers an hour without spillage and then handing it to the saying, "This is not lemon sports drink, mate." Hashtag normal jobs. Yeah, dude, I love it. Dude, I would crash. I would end up crashed on the side of the road, concussed with my own urine, yeah, and performing urine therapy on myself. 100%. Dave's saying when the Toronto Indy first started, you could hear the cars up at my place. Yeah, dude, the sound was better in the past. I'm not sure about Indy, but Formula One was so much better, the sound. Yeah, Aaron's saying Drew's honeymoon, exploding miracle storm. You thinking this is not the type of explosion that first comes to mind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Drew said he had his honeymoon in Montreal and also the after effects of the honeymoon, of the marriage. Love this Villiers bike here. This is Remy Cavagna coming through T2, 102 down. So Cavagna looks like he's moving pretty good here. Cavagna moves up into 2nd place. He was second at T1. Maintains his 2nd place at T2. Gana kind of walking the field, guys. Gana is walking the field. So at this pace, I would imagine Gana's going to be over 2 minutes ahead of 2nd place. Just this is what he does. I think Gana's rocking and rolling a little bit. But dude, I look at this sometimes. People say, oh, he's moving around too much on his bike. Seems to work. I think when you're pushing 500 watts, yeah, dude, you're going to be moving a little bit. So his upper body is rocking and rolling a bit, but dude, it's just putting out massive power. Then now he's back to super smooth. Really smooth here. Gana's into the barriers now, guys. So he's probably 1 kilometer to go to the finish. Gana right now is just under 45 minutes. So no one's going under 45 today, guys. No one will go under 45. Gana's riding through all the other team cars. He's caught so many riders right now. Bax is like, okay, can I leave? When do I get up? Oh my. Insane. Yeah, he's got a 2-minute, 40-second lead on Bax right now. He's not at the finish yet. He's got less than 500 meters to go. So Gana will finish more than 2 minutes ahead of Bax at the finish. Average speed's going to be over 53 km an hour is my guess. At T3, he was averaging... Okay, at T4, he's averaging 54.8 km an hour, guys. After 41 minutes of riding. Still holding 55 km an hour. Dudes, that's like 33, 34 miles an hour. Catching another rider at the finish. He's out of the saddle, powering back into the aero bars. Finishes 2 minutes and 4 seconds ahead of Bax. 2:04 ahead. Wow. That's insanity. 2:04, 2:17 to Walscheid, 2:29 to Johan Price Pedersen. Dude, come on. Miss Vader's says she misses Jonesy. Jonesy from Aliens. Aaronson and I say 80% of the guys take this at 83% of FTP for an active rest day. Yeah, Fab. Missed the days when Big Mig was winning everything and all the TTs were designed for him to win. Dude, Aaron here saying, Colin, your long-lost relative, Colt Emerson. Dude, I should have been called Colt. Rookie shortstop for Seattle Mariners got his first hit in Game 2. A 3-run homer. Number 6 prospect overall. Dude, last night I installed the show. Guys, it's a video game. You can play it on Xbox, PC, Sony. It's also mobile. And it's kind of different. Like dude, it's free to play. But what they do is you're basically collecting cards during the game. So it's kind of like a card collecting. And when I say that, guys, I mean like you're collecting baseball cards. You're opening packs like in the old days, looking for that one rare, super good player. And your teams, when you play other people or the PC or the computer, are based on your decks. So you design a deck. And what's cool about it is that, dude, it's going to be a great learning thing for me because it's bringing up I picked the Blue Jays as my team, obviously. You get a starter pack of 5 players. I can't even remember who I got. Actually, I think I got Sanchez. I think Sanchez is a current Blue Jay. And some other players who I didn't even recognize. So I'm going to learn about them. So your team is based on all those old players. Gana just guzzling. It looks like a watered down cherry drink at the end. He didn't want full cherry today. Sweaty. Dude, he doesn't even look like he's worked that hard. Sweaty, but I would be laying on the ground throwing up. Absolutely throwing up. What a beast. Okay, I'm going to look up Colt Emerson. Yeah. Golf may be the only other course other than cycling where sport where the course is made for certain horses. Yeah, 500 watts for an hour. Yeah, definitely in the hospital. I wonder what his total output would be. Dude, some of this is pretty cool because I know some of you don't ride outside. I know some of you probably don't even ride bikes. What was this guy doing here? The Uno X Rider just has a little Gana and he's like, what? If you go on Strava is like sports tracking. Runners use it a lot. Cyclists use it. That's probably the 2 main sports. You can use it for hiking. You can use it for little walks. I love Strava. You'll find their data on Strava. Some of them. So then you can see his real power output. Sometimes they hide it. They don't want you to know what they're doing. But I think Gana's kind of proud of the fact that he can push 500 watts for an hour. Yeah, Aaron's hoping for Aaron's men to have a good TT and Giro. He'll do good here. Coming up next, guys, Magnus Sheffield starts. Sheffield should get a top 10, I hope. Campenarts is going to be here. Campenarts is not the same time trial as he was years ago. Will Barta, that's a guy from the U.S. Bart Lemon, Jonathan Narvaez, Diego Alisi. We've seen all these names in this last week, guys, as we start week 2 of the Giro already. Just going to have a quick gander around here at stats. So, yeah, Sheffield's out the door. So, yeah, here's Filippo's TT results at the Giro. He did a 31K ride in 2024. Looks like they had 2 time trials in 2024. He got a second place and a first place. 23, they had a 19.6. They had a 30-kilometer one. 21, they had a stage in Turin. That's so short, that must have been like a prologue type time trial, I would imagine. I'm going to take a look at that quickly. Stage 1 individual time trial, just 8 kilometers. Yeah. Okay, Sheffield's out the door. Looking at the latest times here, I don't see anything changing yet. So we've had a nice run of time trials here. Paul Magnier finishes 7:21 down. Again, he's not going all out to win this. Not going to ride all out. Catch up with the chat, guys. Dave had bean salad for breakfast. No one is following his wheel today. Aaron's asking, does the chat and call him a most memorable TT topless? Poggy versus Primos. Dude, no one can forget that one. That one was like horrifying to watch. In the mountains. And Lance versus Bianchi Blue Ulrich in 2003. In the rain. Is that the one where Ulrich crashes? I think that's the one where there was a little quick roundabout and Ulrich was already ahead of Lance by a long ways. I don't know. 50-something seconds. Went down in the rain. It all fell apart, I think. Okay, Aaron's asking, Eddie, how many countries are at the Asian Champs? Dave's cheering for Eulalio to have a game-changer day. I know, but it would be great to see. Yeah, dude, it would be great to see. Yeah, dude, who knows? Maybe Jonas takes it easy today. Maybe Jonas says, you know what? Today is not the day to do this. Will Jonas try to beat Gana? Like, I can't see that. Yeah, 54.9 kilometers an hour for Gana. Dude, that's so fast. I think about my hour-long rides, and it's barely 32K an hour. So, you guys, if you're late here, I know Aaron jumped in a little bit later. The bike's tires are aired up. They're holding air. Now, all I got to do is find my Di2 charger. But you know what, guys? When you charge your Di2, it's probably good for a year. Like, fully charged. Especially where I live, I'm not making a lot of gear changes. It's pretty flat. Kind of like work your way up the gears and then just sit. Drop a couple down. Yeah, Gana does not disappoint at home, correct. Alex Segart through T2. He is already 1 minute and 15 seconds down on Gana. 1:17. I'm just trying to see where the actual timing point is here. So that's Alex Segart, great time trialist. That'll be the second checkpoint of the day. In the start chute, Bart Lemon, Callum Scottson's coming right away. Yeah, Alex Segart, here's the timing point here. The two-door official timing point. It will be like 140 down on Gana. Wow. That will be checkpoint 2, I believe. I'm going to give this a refresh. Yeah, Segart is 135 down at checkpoint 2. Gana's on a whole nother level. Whole nother level. Yeah, Whitley. I'd have loved to have Remco boy here for comparison. Yeah, dude, me too. Aaron's saying, as Gana comes in, let's discuss it. If going by GC times is really the best way to do a TT, or should they seed races so favorites ride in the same conditions? Yeah. I know. Maybe they should have slots, maybe like a lottery. Yeah, maybe it should be a lottery. I don't know. I guess they're doing it to keep the slower, notice I'm air quoting, because I don't think they're slow, riders out of the way. Yeah, maybe it needs to be more of a lottery. I guess it's just because they want to see second place. You know, they want to see the fastest rider, GC rider, trying to chase the other riders ahead of them, I guess. Yeah, this is a Remco course right here. This is a Remco course. And it would be so funny because Remco is not a big dude. Gana is a big dude. Like I always say, these big dudes generally, but Remco's an oddity. Looking for Sheffield right now. We got Jack Haig on course. There's Sheffield there. He's chasing Roland. Campenart's on screen. Let's do the chat catch up. Then I'm going to grab a coffee, guys. LMF saying, just for the spectacle of seeing faster and faster times, I'd prefer the better TT mental later. Yeah, maybe they should do, do the TT based on kind of like your time trial standings in the world. So the guys with the most PCS/UCI time trial standings, you're going last. Let Gana go last. That would build all the way to the finish. Instead of having like a climber, GC guy, do a mediocre one. Yeah, I think that's how I'd like to see it. Dave, I don't even know what you're talking about. I was Collins colon your Instagram handle with a copy of your colonoscopy as the thumbnail. Drew predicted 45-35. Drew, didn't you make some incredible prediction last year at the Tour de France? Yeah, let's bring this out. Shout out for Drew. I'm positive last year Drew made some prediction at one of the Tour de France stages. I can't remember now, Drew. And I did talk about it later, and it was like so spot on, it was insane. So Drew predicted a 45-53. He predicted a 45-35. So he was out by 18 seconds. That's it. Yeah, my man, Victor Campenarts. Big hands, moving around, knuckleheads. I'm going to just quickly catch up, guys. Don saying I predict Jonas goes full alien today. About 22 nations in the Asian Championships. Matt's back. Matt's back in the mix. Hey, Matt, we're here. We're doing great. Aronson, I ride a pre-Di2 mech gear shifting. No charging needed other than the legs. Yeah, dude, that was my first road bike when I got back in. It was all Ultegra. I loved it. You don't need Di2. It's just nice. It's just nice. In fact, like I said, my looks like Mikhail Berg here is coming to the finish here for UAE, finishing 2:34 down, it looks like, on Ghana. Let's see the finish line here. Mikhail Berg moves into 5th place overall, squeezes in between Larson and Price Pedersen. Alan Hatherley. I thought Alan Hatherley had a pretty decent TT. I've seen him somewhere before, I believe. Yeah, he does have a decent TT. Okay, look at his top results. Individual time trial champion of South Africa in 2025. South African again, men's elite in 24 and 23. This guy is a good time trialist. He's not Filippo Gana though. But so we should see him do well, set some good times here. Yeah, Aaron, so like my Look TT bike, so I've been browsing for wheels, guys. I've been browsing for wheels on Pink Bike. Remy Cavagna coming to the finish here, guys, is going to be like 2 minutes behind Gana almost. Will he keep it under 2? I think, yeah, Cavagna is going to keep it under 2 minutes. At T3, he was 145 down. Probably going to be closer to 2 than 145. He's taking the final corner now. Can he keep it under 2 minutes? There's only one guy. Actually, no one's done it yet. Bax was 204 back. Cavagna right now is fighting to stay under 2. He's going to make it. 1 minute 59 down on Ghana. Wow. That's impressive. Yeah, so I've been looking for wheels for it. I found, and I need rim brakes because my Look TT bike is rim brakes. And again, dude, I barely brake out here. Like, I have disc brakes on my Cervelo. Don't even need them. Do not need them at all. I'm not doing any descents. It's flat, just a few little rollers on my rides. But I'm looking forward to getting back outside. I would like to see how strong inside riding's made me, because inside you can just work on your engine. But the last 4 or 5 months, my cycling has sucked. I'm just kind of getting back into it now. Aaron St. Drew predicted that Poggy would win. Dude, I can't remember, of course, but like which route it was, but yeah. Drew saying, of course I did. Of course he laughs. No idea which, but I recall with him being plus or minus 10 seconds off. Dude, I remember that too. Dave saying Mavic made wheel, group sets, shoes, and jerseys. Their main thing was wheels. I'm running them on 3 bikes. Yeah, dude, I saw some Zip 404s for rim brake. It even had a 10-speed cassette on it. Guys, I need a 10-speed cassette too for my TT bike. My Jura Ace is kind of older. 10-speed, good enough. How many gears do you need? Elite predictions for Tour de France 2025 would have been Ben Healy, breakout. Aaron's been 2 stage wins, yeah. Valentin Peripont, Pontu, Vout taking down Poggy on Marmar. Dude, that was the best one, yeah. Okay, and I will say in Poggy's defense, Vout did drop him, but I bet you, my guess is that Poggy was being absolutely screamed at in his headset. Do not do this in the cobbles. Because it was wet, it was slick. You got one of the world's best CX riders on the cobbles, just laughing to himself on the cobbles in the wet. And you've got the guy that's going to win the Tour de France right behind him. Just be a little bit careful. Like, I guess what I'm saying is the profile of Montmartre is Poggy could easily have kept up. Maybe kind of dangerous in the wet on the descent. Dave's saying amazing column. I even get to you today if you have Prime. Dave, what does that mean? Not sure. Most TT victories in Grand Tours, Eddie Merckx at 26, Bernardino at 26. I didn't know that was a tie. Jacques Anquetil at 18, McGill at 14. Wow. Holy. What, like a different era, right? So where's Poggy here? I don't even see, guys, am I not looking right? Is Poggy even in the top 10? Most TT victories in Grand Tours. Okay, Primos, in his day, Primos was just an absolutely deadly time trialist. Cancellara had 10. Wow. Okay, so, well, last year, Poggy had 1 up that climb, up to that airport. He's got 1. Yeah. It was about an 11-kilometer time trial. I would have thought he had more than that. Tom Dumoulin Dump, has 6. Raymond Pulidor, Pupu, Louis Akana, another great climber. Abraham Milano, Jan Ulrich has 7 wins. Jupe Zoetemelk at 7. Gana at 8. It's probably, I wonder if they've included the one today yet. Maybe he's at 9. Maybe he's going to be at 9. Could be at 9. Riders going out soon, guys. We've got Jan Christian going for UAE, Gianmarco Garofoli, Einar Rubio, Zana Aliotti, Ludovico Crescioli, we've seen him in the break. Cone Bowman, I think we've seen him in the break too. Dudes, I think I'm going to grab a coffee here. Going to heat a coffee up. Drew's talking about Ingrid. Yeah, that's a new components maker, I think. From Utah, really. Outrageously cool brakes, cranks, derailleurs. I'm tempted to Neo Retro a Mercian 1981 Reynolds. Drew, that's what I want to do. So I've been kind of scouring around on Pink Bike for wheels. I go on Kijiji, which is, here in Canada, Kijiji is your Craigslist in the States. Craigslist is like tiny here compared to Kijiji. We do have Craigslist as well. I'm seeing all cool old bikes. I saw a Peugeot yesterday. But I don't think I know enough about older bikes to know if it's a good one or a bad one. But yeah, it had a Peugeot on the down tube. It had that black and white checker. I think that Peugeot runs. It was like a $100 bike. I'm like, yeah, I should just go buy that. Yeah, brand new components. I think Drew asked about them a couple of videos back, or maybe a couple weeks back during another race. Dudes, I'm gonna grab a coffee. Holding screen not available as usual. Just blank screen. Chair on screen. People are like, what's going on here? Doesn't matter. I'll be right back. All right, dudes, back inside the 10x10 cube of cycling domination and performance excellence. Dudes, just got the coffee here, warmed up. Alex Segort on course here. He's got 1.5 kilometers to go to the finish. He's going to finish probably over 2 minutes behind Gana. Let's see his T3 time here. Yeah, he's past the T3 time. Segart already at 2:42 down, so Segart is not on a flyer today, guys. Cavagna at 1:45. Cavagna is the only man that's been able to stay within 2 minutes of Gana. And I'm going to get back to the chatting here. Matt saying Lance does get omitted from everything. Okay, so the Ingrid gear is Italian. Yeah, dudes, you know what? Like, I look at Lance's records. I would have kept his records. Like, I would have. Myself, like, okay, just leave them. Anyone that watches cycling knows. Like, okay, yeah, it was the drug era. That's it. We all know that. Aaron saying here, Lance is on that list as 6th most with 11. Seems PCS has not eliminated those victories, probably rightly so. Yeah, because, dude, I don't know. Dude, I'm going to be really fair. Let's say half of the peloton back then was on drugs. We know it was more than that. There was probably a very, very few guys that were clean. Really? I gotta sneeze, guys. Oh, excuse me, guys. Live on camera sneezes. Okay. Yeah, I would leave all those stats as is because there's lots of dudes that weren't caught either, right? All pretty suspect. I would say if you were hanging with Lance back then, you were probably doing something, right? The cranks are $350, $500 derailleur. Oh, derailleur $700 plus. Dude, we'll have to look them up. Drew, we're gonna look them up. Matt saying, I know that Lance gets omitted, but that makes me angry. Yeah, dude, I don't think she should be omitted. Like, I like Lance Armstrong. He's got some stuff I really like about him. Envy is made in Utah. Dude, I got Envy wheels on my Cervelo. Dude, I was just going to grab my Cervelo and come show you guys. I was going to carry it in here for you if you wanted. Let me know if you want me to do that. If I get one person say, yeah, Colin, you need to do that, I'm going to go do it. Okay. Yeah, leave it all with just an asterisk. Yeah, they could do that. Magnus Sheffield here. He's 20 minutes into his ride. I don't really know where he is right now with reference to... We don't have any times for him. On course here, Sheffield. Let's see if I can see where he is. Sheffield is through T1. Yeah, I think Sheffield's name is just hidden here. Sheffield is through T1. See, Sugowski's out on course. Looks like he's in 11th place right at 11 kilometers in, guys. Sheffield showing up now. His time, he's going to be well over a minute and a half behind Gana. Mateo Sobrero went through at 1:31 down on Gana. So it looks like Sheffield's going to be going through in about 13th or 14th place behind Gana. Johan Jacobs was 14th, so it looks like Sheffield will go through in 15th place. A lot of this, like Orlus Alawar coming in at 7.5 minutes down at the T3. More of a sprinter, not going to go kill himself today. Lorenzo Milesi, that dude. I think he can time trial. Pretty sure he can time trial. So is he on to something today? We're going to keep an eye on him. Can anyone touch Gana? I'm going to say no. Dave's saying yes, Colin, Cervelo time. Okay, dudes. Let's see your wheels. Dude, let me go grab them. Okay, dudes. It's in the hallway outside. It's outside the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on camera. I'm going to have to hold the bike up too. Okay, guys, as I come into the 10x10 cube of cycling dominance, I've decided that this may be a bad idea because I'm going to smash into a camera or a monitor or something here. But I am in the room now with my Cervelo. So my Cervelo is all Ultegra, Di2, NV wheels. My NV wheels are blacked out. My frame is red. Let's see if we can see this baby on camera here, guys. I'm not sure if you can even see it. I'm going to prop it up right here like this. Yeah, this will work. This should not make everything in my room fall down. So here's my baby. I have Ultegra pedals on it because I love Ultegra pedals. Discs. It's red. It's carbon. You can hear it. Di2. I don't know what else to say about it. So that's my bike right there. Hopefully you guys see it. I don't know what to do with it now without smashing everything in my room. These are my shoes I like to wear. I tried to match them with my bike. They're not a good color match. Just specialized, not the super high-end ones. I think they're specialized Fires or something they're called. But yeah, that's what I ride inside. So yes, guys, I do own bikes. I do own bikes here. I'm not even sure what showed up on screen there, but I didn't see it. Fab's talking about Operation Puerto in Spain. This segment sponsored by Cervelo, Shimano, etc. That bike is so clean, looks like it has never been outside. Dude, I know. I know. Dude, it's happening later this week. While we're at it, guys, let's take a look at the weather here. I've had some crazy weather here. There's been funnel clouds spotted outside of Olds. We can get tornadoes here, but super mild. If you're an American, nothing like yours. We're going to look at the 7-day forecast. Dude, I hate this forecast. I need a better, I don't want to buy a Toyota. I don't. Go away. So, it looks like today, it's Tuesday, 16 degrees, risk of a thunderstorm. Around here, this time of year, it can be beautiful in the afternoon. And then 4 or 5 o'clock comes around, and it's like wicked electrical storms, thunderstorms, chance of, this could be Palazzari in the start shoot, I believe. It's got the full helmet on, the Red Bull helmet. So 16, yeah, that's okay. 13 tomorrow. So that's getting cruddy. 13 Celsius, that's maybe 55 Fahrenheit, guys. Oh, windy. 26 km/h wind. I don't feel like getting into an echelon by myself. Thursday looks like we're talking 17, getting better. Friday 19. Saturday 22. Saturday's the day for sure. I will be riding this Saturday outside for sure. Sorry about all the ads on here, guys. 22 on Sunday. I'll be riding outside. So, dudes, we're doing that Saturday, Sunday for sure. Like I said, I still need to charge the battery pack. Oh, I need to get my my head unit for my computer. So, yeah, it's pretty good on that Cervelo here. I found this really cool integrated, lock thing, down thing. It actually is part of the handlebar assembly. It's not just it's actually built into it. Just lock your little thing in there with the, the quad lock. Aaron's saying we mainly saw the frame and the main crank. Yeah, dude, I just couldn't I couldn't move it out far enough. There's a little unit back here. My fan for inside cycling. Dude, I don't even know what you guys see when I do this. What are you guys looking at? So my fan, how about that? Yeah, there we go. My fan for inside cycling is right up here. It's a Vac-Master, so it looks like a carpet dryer or something you'd see at a concert. Actually, that's where I noticed it. Metallica in Denver, I noticed they use the carpet dryer Vac-Master setup to just shoot massive amounts of airs at them on the stage. So I just couldn't move my bike back far enough. That's my excuse anyways, for now. Deal with it. Okay. Campenarts was 4 minutes down at the first time point 1. So Campenarts is not out to set any land speed records today. Giulia Ciccone coming up for Trek. We see the first Spaceball helmet out on Force. I hate these helmets. They're so goofy. I want the McGill Indurain helmet with the integrated sunglasses built right in with like big goggles like that. Right, I saw one yesterday that looked like that. That's what I want. Fab's asking, did you ever sell your K car? Dude, it sold on Sunday. Yeah, it's so the guy came out on Saturday from probably 300 kilometers away, close to, and he goes, yeah, I got a plate, I'm just going to drive it home. I'm like, dude, you're not driving this thing home. Like, I basically told him he wasn't buying it. He messaged me the night before, will you take $6,000 for it? I didn't even answer him. Like, to me, if I don't answer you, I'm not accepting your offer. At the finish line, Matteo Sobrero goes through almost 5 minutes behind Gana. Then he says, can I come see it tomorrow? Absolutely, you can come see it, dude. And I don't want to agree to a price with someone before they've never even seen it. Because all they do, oh, yeah, it's not as good as I thought, so here, I'm going to offer you 5 now. Nah. It doesn't work that way. Dude, at 54.921 kilometers an hour, this is the fastest ever individual time trial over 40 kilometers long at a Grand Tour. The previous record was David Miller back in 2003. And he did it. Dude, I got to see this. So David Miller in 2003 at the Tour de France. Okay, I got to read this again. So this is the new record. Over 40K at a Grand Tour. The previous record was in Nantes, 2003. Nantes. 49 kilometer on time trial, won by David Miller at 54.351. Dude, I'd say that's roughly the same. He's 0.6 of a kilometer slower, David Miller, in 2003, so 23 years ago. And it was a 6 to 7 kilometer longer time trial. 7 kilometers longer. David Miller was a beast in his day. It was a different era, though. Talk amongst yourselves about that. Drew saying hardly Windley now, but okay, yeah, it's barely in a win now. Matt's asking Colin and all, I am just wreck. What do you recommend for hardcore? Hardcore what? Are we talking hardcore metal? Yeah, hardcore metal. Dude, I've been listening to some great new music lately. Dudes, I'm listening to one group. Dude, think of the Smiths / The Cure, early 80s. You know that song, The Forest by The Cure? Let me know. Put your hand up in the chat if you know the song, The Forest or Forest by The Cure. I think it came out in 1980. If you know it, just say something. The best was a dude wearing teardrop helmet at the store. So hardcore what? Yeah, Dave loves seeing commuters wearing TT helmets. Oh, I got to back up a bit here, guys. Heat has finally been turned on here in Toronto. I think it was 29 degrees. Ooh, dude, that's nice. Yeah, dude, we haven't had... I think we had one day of 25 a couple weeks back, and then it's been kind of miserable with the snow coming. There's been tons of places across Alberta snow, and then again, the funnel clouds. Dudes, Sunday night, we had a storm roll in. I had no power for 5 hours. Sunday night? Yeah, because I was like, okay, well, if the power doesn't come on all night, it's okay because there's no stage tomorrow, being Monday, rest day. Trying to see who's in the NES car here. It looks like it's G. Is that G? There's a big glare here on the glass. Could be G. Actually, they showed a picture this morning and it looked like G was on a road bike spinning along behind Gana on Recon. Gonna catch up. Yeah, Aaron, David Miller was a mighty good time trailer. He also had his run-ins with the doping cops. Yeah, he's got great books. I think he has 2 books out. I've read both of them. Fantastic. Yeah, hardcore. 2003, Hamilton Miller wasn't... Hamilton. Oh, was that World Championships? Was insanely fast. Yeah, dude. And again, this... Okay, and David Miller has admitted to doping, so I guess I can talk about it. But that just shows you how good doping was. Right? Because right now, it's all about gut training. Just think about it, dude. 23 years ago... You were having, at best, you probably had Gatorade. You probably had Gatorade or Tang. Those were your energy drinks back then. Oh, dude, look at this. Fastest time trials in Giro history. There was a time trial in 2001. It was only 8 kilometers, 58.9k an hour. 2020, 58.83 at 15 kilometers in length. 2021, this is one 58.7, 8.6. State fastest ever list, stage 5 today. We got 54.922 kilometers an hour for a 42 kilometer. We're getting back to the good old days of time trialing, guys. The good old days. Let's go back to some of the yesteryear events. Ooh, that's a fast one there. Look at in 2011's 51. Okay, sorry. It's only 26 kilometers long. I'm looking for a long one with decent speed. Yeah, this is a fast one, dudes. This is very fast. And it's far and away the longest. Like, the ones ahead of it, first through fourth, 8 kilometers, 15 kilometers, 9 kilometers, and 20. This is twice the length. And it's only, wow, that's a fast one there for Gana today. So he went 2 times as far as 3 years ago, and he's only 0.3 of a kilometer slower. That's impressive to me. Who was 2023? It was Remco. Wow. Gana was there too. Wonder what kind of day that was, or how hilly it was. Bit of a climb at the end on that one. So there was a bit of a bump on that one that probably brought the speed down. Probably a little bit warmer that day. It was 24 degrees Celsius. Thank you, PCS, for all these awesome stats we get to see. Sponsor me. Okay. Matt saying, "Oh my God, Colin, I love you. I love you with the music stuff, but I mean cycling. Yeah, okay, you mean cycling. Cervelo, dude, Pinarello. Dude, just to be honest, I love my Cervelo. It's a Canadian brand. I know that they're not all made here anymore. Cervelo has they've got a lot of good history of like making some of the fastest bikes in their day. Dude, I was looking online yesterday. I saw some cool old Soloist. That was one of the original. I think that might have been the OG Cervelo. I think it was a Soloist. I think actually Carlos Sastre, I think he won on a Cervelo, didn't he? That's when Cervelo kind of hit the big. I remember they came out of nowhere. It was like, oh, and the new bike brand, Cervelo. I'm like, who? Like the CSC Tiscali days. Yeah, I think it like Bobby Julich, Carlos Sastre. I think they were riding Cervelos back then. But yeah, Matt here. Oh yeah, so my song, The Forest, and no one answered it. There's a group called Mouth Ulcers. Fascinating name. What's this? Oh, the marble quarries of Massa. Wow. Dude, they've really torn this mountain apart. Yeah, you think oil and gas is bad. Take a look at this. There's like nothing left of this mountain. They've cut a huge V shape right down through it. Sheffield on course, guys, going to finish well behind Gana. He's 3 minutes behind at the second checkpoint. Second? Yeah, second checkpoint. T2. Where is Sheffield? Yeah, there he is right there. His name is just hidden under this Intermarché jersey. Yeah, Mouth Ulcers. Dude, just the beginning of the song is like they're trying to be the Cure. They're trying to be the Smiths. But it's so good. And I think they've only got one EP out, 6 or 7 songs. So that's my music shout out to Matt. But yeah, dude, Cervelo's fantastic. Pinarello, way more history. Just way more legacy, historic, iconic. Pinarello all the way. I know at Cranked, guys, you've seen me wearing Cranked jerseys here on the channel. He's got a lot of good bikes. Like his low-end bikes would be the Specialized. He's got Cervelo. He's got Factor. Another brand. And then he has Pinarello. And so the owner of the store, Nick, was telling me, he said, yeah, he goes, I'm the only dude here that sells the Pinarellos. The other sales guys can sell the other bikes. The other bikes are in stock. You go in with 6-7 grand, you walk out with a Cervelo. You walk out with a Factor. You walk out with a Specialized. The Pinarello, you're going to wait 8 months. That's how it is. It's Pinarello. Diluted Coke used in the last hour races for decades. Okay, the Coke. I got to catch up, guys. Don, There is so much steroid use in MLB. Are they taking penance away from anyone? Yeah. Festina forever. Yes. There was an article just yesterday about Festina, and it showed the frosted tips of Richard Avaronk. Don saying his friend has a Cervelo bike. It's light and... Dude, Cervelo is a great brand. Great brand. And I think Cervelo... I'm going to say this, like when Cervelo came out with their triathlon bikes, if you watch a triathlon, I swear half the bikes are Cervelos. The P2s, the P3s, there's the P3X, the P5. One of them doesn't even have a seat post. Cervelo is a huge brand in triathlon. So they've got the history, the story of designing really well-made bikes. We all know they're all built in Taiwan now or China. I think there's a lot of brands out there that are just like, okay, man, I want to make the Emerson frame. Yeah, dude. Give me the one that looks like the Canyon Aero Road, whatever it's called. Put my name on it. We're good. Yeah, sounds good, man. Like, they didn't really do much. I think Cervelo did do a lot, but it's a brand that's only been around, I think at most, maybe about 30 years. I think they developed in the late 90s. Yeah, Aaron, exactly. So funny how after Gana finished, we barely talked about the TT and no one cares. I know, dude, and I'm one of them. Because right now, it's probably Gana's going to win this entire thing. Nothing's changed now. Cavanian second, Bax third, Walscheid fourth, Price Pedersen fifth, Berg, Larson, Segart, Morgado, Jacobs. Nothing's changed. Dude, I really got to watch my time. 7:49. I probably won't see the end of the TT, and that might be okay today. Because I have to make sure I got to put some socks on. I got to grab the wallet. I got to grab this cash. Oh, yeah, so the mini truck sold. Yeah, back to that story. So, dude, I told him, dude, you cannot drive this mini truck home. I said, so, dudes, I was trying to explain to my mom, you got your summer tires on your car. If you guys run summer tires, you got your all seasons, you got your winters. You know, it's a tire. The treads go inwards, like the cracks go inwards. Right? You can still roll on your winter tires in the summer. You can still ride on rain tires in the summer in a car. My mud tires on my mini truck, you got the tire and the lugs stick up like that far. The lugs. And there's like one lug here, there's another one here, another one here. It's not smooth. So it's a kind of a rough ride on the road. And he wanted to drive at almost 300. Dude, that's 180 miles. I'm like, dude, you can't. I said, the tires will end up blowing up on you. So he vanished. A lady messaged me that night. Will you take $7,000 for it? I never answered her either. Can we come see it tomorrow? Yep, come on out. They showed up with a trailer, and I'm like, hell yeah. If they're showing up with a flat deck, they're taking it home. She jumped in, took it for a ride, drove it like a pro. And I hate to say, and it was a lady, but it was a lady. Drove it like a pro. You would think she'd driven one before. Just the way the clutch feel. Nelson Oliveira finishing right now is going to be close to 5 minutes down. I said, just take it across the road, guys. Her and her husband, boyfriend. I think it was a boyfriend. A little bit of age discrepancy between these two, I noticed. I'm very observant, guys. And so I just bomb across the road. I go, just jump over that thing. There's some water pumping in the area. So there's it's a thing to drive over so you don't squish the water thing. I said, just go drive around on that lease. I go, no one cares. They're like, really? It's like a well operation. I go, no one cares. So she bombed around, came back. I said, well, do you guys really like it? Do you want to put an offer in on it? I think I had it listed at $8,500. She goes, well, I did ask you if you take 7. I go, sold. And sold. We have a winner. So yeah, I did sell it Sunday. Yeah, so Matt, you can find a Cervelo around. Pinarello is going to be harder to find. Realistically, though, like at our level, we're not going to notice a difference. We're not. Pinarello's more, I think, for me, it's super elite. Like if you're riding a Pinarello, yeah, you spend some bank on it. Drew saying, love my Orbea. Dude, I just saw an Orbeo for sale a couple days ago. I thought about buying some. Sold it to survive tough times around 2014. Dave, yes, met one of the founding engineers 2 years ago at work, was wearing my CSC jersey. The mini truck, yeah, hallelujah, the mini truck sold. We got some cash. Yeah, I think, the Cervelos used to have a saying on the back fork. Sorry, the back, not fork, the stay, the lower stay. designed for speed or something. Yeah, it was a couple of engineers that designed them. Yeah, I think Cervelo still has that. And I think there's other brands that just don't have that. There's so many new brands. It's so easy to make your own brand of bike now. Well, that's a stretch, I think, but... And who's coming out next, guys? One of the big GC boys come out. Piganzoli, he's done really well climbing. Jan Hurt, who's sitting well in the standings, guys. Sitting 12th overall. So, yeah, here's where we're getting our 3-minute gaps now. So, we're in the 3-minute gap zone now. I think Eddie was saying Derek G in the start chute. Derek needs to do something special. So, he's in his standard Lidl Trek kit. He's not wearing the Canadian Champions jersey here. Come on, Derek. We got Jan Hurt, Markel Balaki. This dude. Michael Storer for two-door. Giulio Pellizzari sitting in 9th now. Ben O'Connor in 8th. Matisse Rondell for two-door in 7th. Aaronsman in 6th. Scaroni in 5th. Jai Hindley in 4th place overall. Felix Gall in 3rd. Jonas 2nd place overall. And Afonso Eulalio. Today's just a kind of a celebration lap for him, guys, I think. Dave Singh, engineered for excellence. That sounds about right. Sounds about right. We got Pex Pack Light here, mother-in-law. I'm lost. Pex Pack Light is saying mother-in-law. Oh, look. Maybe this is in reference to Dave saying, look at the Queen giving the Saudi Crown Prince a tour of her estate. I think it's got something to do with that. Lost. Aaron saying $15,000 bikes and $7,000 used mini trucks sold. Priorities noted. Yeah. Yeah. Priorities. Yeah, it's weird not having the mini truck here, guys, because it was here for 12 years. 12 years. And you know what's crazy about it? I only put a couple 100 kilometers on it because basically I had grand plans to train my dogs with it when I used to run sled dogs because I had a lot more control. It's about twice as heavy as a quad with a quad engine in it, really. And I did take it to check my trails a couple of times when it got really blown in. I always trained with a quad. The only time I stepped on my sled, the first time, was at a race in January. It's all quad training up to that point. Never enough snow to really sled train here. Okay, just going to get to the top here, guys. Gana, just sitting on the hot seat the whole day. Nothing's changed at the finish line. It's been the same the whole time here now, guys. What could really... I think Aaronsman can do a really good time trial. Vingegaard can do a really good time trial. How much do they want to blow themselves up today? This must be... Okay, Piganzoli's on course now. In fact, I got to put myself back to live because I did back it up a little bit. Ricagni Novera at the finish line. We saw him in a breakaway. He's 3 minutes, 30 seconds down on Gana at the finish line. These guys are thinking about tomorrow already. Yeah, Pignanzoli's out on course. Derek G. West on course. Bernal's out there too. Van Eetveld is already catching Caruso, guys. Van Eetveld, something's going on there. It looks like Van Eetveld has caught and passed Caruso less than 9 kilometers in. That tells me, I'm going to guess Caruso, yeah, I think he is passing him. I wish I could zoom in there. We need a camera on those guys. Vlasov coming to the first checkpoint. 2 minutes down on Gana. Drew's going to wave goodbye. See y'all mañana. Because Gana will not be beat. Yeah, true. Dude, that's why I'm okay today. I will bomb a bit early today, guys. Because I got to make sure it's about a 30-minute drive to Olds. I want to pull in about 5 minutes before, a couple minutes before it's Olds, I guess. Brush the teeth. I got to put on the socks. I got to grab the wallet. I got stuff I got to do. I wish he would have pushed it back a little bit later, but... And then I got like 11 o'clock. I got a property management meeting in the office. I guess it's a big one. All of us are going to be there. Yeah, Damiano Caruso here, guys. So here's the difference. Damiano Caruso... currently pushing around 320 watts. His cadence number is out of whack. That's not true because it's saying he's only doing 42 RPMs. That's not true. And it looks like... Actually, Caruso is ahead of Van Eetveld here. Something's happened there. I can see the gap opening. So I don't know if Caruso's passed. I don't know what order they went in. Ah, okay, Fab. Yeah, you're right. G, not Canadian TT champ, so no, so standard kit from. That's right. I wonder if he has it on his arm that he's a road champion. He might have that. Dave saying saw Pinarello Trieste on Craig's before I bought his other bike. Bait and switch, yeah. Aaron's asking, how many espressos can Gana have in all? Dude, you'll be falling asleep in the box there. Jan Hurt, who's just started showing up in the start shoot here on PCS. Sorry, on Flow Bikes. Dude, great job for him. I mean, older rider, best place rider for NSN. I think he's, 12th overall in the race? Yeah, 12th overall in the race for NSN. Durian. Whitley Bay mentions Durian. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen him forever. Dave saying H2O biggest in performance. Oh, watching a replay here. Number 12. This must be Caruso. Almost hits one of the pylons on the side of the road. Swerves through them. Kind of chicane. Doing a little bit of a slalom job through them there. Yeah, Whitley. That's funny when you mention Durian. I used to watch him all the time. That and carbs. He's got like... Dude, it's kind of like Durian. He knows his bikes. He's in shape. He can ride. He's kind of got like a little commune there. Let's call it a commune, not a cult. We're not calling it a cult. That'll get me in trouble. But it is cult. He's got a commune of him and a bunch of people that live at his house with him all the time. He's got like 100 bikes. Yeah, apparently all he eats is carbs and fruits. Eats sugar by the pound. Is Vingegaard going to beat Gana? Dude, I don't think he'll try. I don't know if Vingegaard can beat Gana in this time trial. I don't think he'll even try to. Guys, other input there. Would you want to try to blow yourself up today for some rough-looking stages coming up? Like, I mean, let's go back to, like, tomorrow, guys. So, we're on Tuesday, stage 10. Tomorrow doesn't look like an easy day. This stage here. This does not look like an easy day to me that makes it worthwhile to win the time trial today. To try to beat the world's best time trialist outside of Remco. Over 42 kilometers. As a GC guy, you could just kind of ruin everything here. So that's stage 11. Stage 12. Okay, stage 12 is another hilly stage. Not as bad, I think, as stage 11. It's got these two little category 3s. Got an unclassified climb at the beginning that looks like a category 3 or 4. Yeah. Only one guy is within 2 minutes of Gana. So, yeah, I think Jonas is going to go to do well. But I don't think he can beat him. Go back to the live stats here. So yeah, I'm probably going to miss the last 20, 30 minutes of this, guys. Will Jonas beat Gall? Yeah, I think Jonas will destroy Gall today. I think. Aaron's saying durian fruit can clear out a commune pretty fast. Dude, I've never had a durian, because it's a fruit, right? Yeah, and he's had all those girlfriends on there. Who was the first one? The one that only ate bananas. Yeah. So he's got his girlfriends on the show, but all his girlfriends end up developing their own YouTube channel. So there was Banana Girl. If you've watched Durian Rider, okay, so I think Whitley Bay has watched it. There was Banana Girl. What was her name? For like Freely or something? Something like that. She vanished. I don't even know if she's still around. Then there was another girl. I totally forget her name. I think she made like a sports cycling. Oh, I think the second one that I remember, she actually went racing somewhere over there. She actually started racing. And now there's the latest one, Natasha. Natasha, that's her name. I see his videos pop up. I'm not subscribed to him. I might get sucked into the cult and move to... where does he always go? So he's an Australian dude. I think he lives over there, but he always goes to... It's somewhere in Thailand. It's... everyone goes cycling there in Thailand. Yeah. Not a lot of not a lot of deodorant going on. Probably very smelly. They all seem like hippies to me. I guess is my point. Aaron saying stage 12, probably a versatile sprint stage. Harley, that's his name, Harley. Okay, there it is. Yeah, LMF saying it. Harley Duran had a girlfriend change. Yeah, he traded one of them. He goes through girlfriends like bikes. Natasha's gone? Who's the new one? Natasha's gone. But I bet you Natasha has her own YouTube channel now, and she probably does okay on it. Yeah, you know, she's okay to look at, right? Can I say that about Natasha? She's okay to look at. Durian is spicy and smelly. My mom likes it. Good. I've never seen a durian fruit. Banana farts are banned by the Geneva Convention, according to Dave. Yeah, dude, I probably will need a pee ball today, stuck in that meeting. Afonso, he's in the start shoot. Dude, he's wearing like a cooling vest. Got a cooling vest on. I didn't think it was that hot. It looks like a cooling vest. Eddie saying during is fruit from Southeast Asia, especially Malaysia and Indonesia. Yeah, dude, so he's all about it. His YouTube channel, his name's Harley. His YouTube channel is Durian Rider. You'll see everything on there. Him making fun of people, him harassing the pros. He's a really good rider. He is a really good rider. I think he's from he's from Perth. He's from Perth. Perth or Adelaide? No, Adelaide, because they call it Radelaide. The cool guys there call it Radelaide, right? So I think he's from, yeah. Adelaide is the southern coast, center. Perth is on the far west coast. Yeah, he's Adelaide for sure. That's where the Tour Down Under takes off. So he harasses all of the World Tour riders when they come across because he thinks he's a pro cyclist. Yeah, Freely the Banana Girl. Is Freely still alive? Is she around? I'm going to look it all up on YouTube today, guys. Basically, I'm going to go on a creepy deep dive on women that are at least 20 years younger than me. All for research purposes. Durian's banned on flights in Asia because it's so smelly. Okay. There was some girl who ate 30 bananas a day on YouTube. That's Matt saying that. That's probably Freely the Banana Girl. Oh, then there was Tori. Tori was the one that I think actually did some real racing at whatever level. Natasha, she was kind of like the darker haired one. She always wore glasses, was always kind of half naked. I don't know why. And Durian, he doesn't care. It seems like he's got some cash. Durian seems like he's got some cash. Here's Damiano Caruso here. Not pushing tons of power here. He is going through the corners here. So this is Caruso through T1. Let's see his latest times. What are the latest times? I haven't even mentioned the latest time. Last times. Everyone's like, oh, Gana won. Gana won. Now we're just discussing fruits of the world. Next to start is Pellizzari. Fab Cycling saying store using a 68 tooth front chainring. That's insane. Monstrous. Chiang Mai, that's the place? Oh, Whitley saying latest is a far east looking girl, maybe? I think that's what he's saying there. Yeah, Freely's got all the potassium in the world. Eddie. And he's from the area, so he's allowed to say this, guys. I think Eddie's from Malaysian? Yeah, I think Eddie's Malaysian. So he said the durian fruit is from Malaysia and Indonesia. So he's allowed to say this. For us foreigners, I'm one of them right here. I'm a foreigner. Who never smelled durian. It will be a nightmare for the first time. Dude, way to promote the national fruit of Malaysia. Dave saying I do that at work all the time, Colin. Navel gazing is my backup sport. It's Dave's, yeah, it's his second sport. Second job for Dave. Dave was recently... Hey, Aaron, didn't you go to a game? Nationals versus... How was the game? Dudes, here's another one, okay? Another little tangent I went on yesterday. So we don't have a AAA team in Calgary anymore. We don't. We used to have the Calgary Cannons back in the day. And I think I went to one Cannons game. They were pretty high up. And it showed the different team. They were affiliated with 4 different MLB teams. Kind of like the last step before you you head on up. Pellizzari on course right now, guys. The highest we have right now, I heard about the Okotoks Dogs, DAWGS. One of the dogs plays, I think it's for the Giants. One of the first games of the seasons. I think he plays right field, I think. Yeah. He played for the Dogs, the Okotoks Dogs. I think they're AA. And actually, hang on a second. So the league that the Dogs play in is basically what they call college summer ball. Okay? And so this is, and I'm, guys, if you know, you know. I'm just talking aloud to myself. They play in the WCBL, which is the Western Canadian Baseball League. There's 12 teams. We got the Okotoks Dogs just down the road here, about an hour from me. An hour up the road, we got the Sylvan Lake Seagulls. And so I started looking at the rosters. I'm like, why do they call this College Summer League? What does that mean? Well, Colin, since you're kind of slow on the uptake, they're college/university players here, /young guys here. They play in the summertime because they're not in school. Did you figure that out, Colin? Yes, you did. So the first game of the season is May 28th up in Sylvan Lake. It's the Dogs versus the Sylvan Lake Gulls. And dudes, check this out. It's all shown on Flow Bikes. So I jumped Flow Sports. So they have a college setting. I guess that's one thing I never thought about. When I pay for my Flow Bikes, I pay for everything. There's wrestling. There's circuit racing, you know, in those little cars with the big thing on top, like in the dirt. There's that. There's some football. There's rodeo. Oh, there's elite cheer. I'm never on that one. There's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of different sports. So the whole WCBL is on there. There's also another big league from the States. It's called the CAA. And I think they're having like college baseball championships somewhere down in the States. I don't know where. Actually, I think it was North Carolina. I think so. So, dude, I got that going on. Eddie's saying durian not only for eat, but can be made for a drink. And there are snacks everywhere here made from durian. It's also known to repel foreigners in a spray form. Whitley saying he's allegedly a bike mechanic. Aaron's, Colin went on Friday to the Nats-Orioles games. 3-2 win by the Nats. Had 3-0 in the ninth, and bullpen almost blew it, but did not. Great weather that day, and bad day to be a hot dog giveaway hat. Dude, that's why I want to go to the baseball. I want the giveaways. So yesterday I spent a bunch of time looking at the Okotoks Dogs. So they're about 20 minutes south of Calgary. Sylvan Lake, that's even closer for me. And I saw a game last year. It was August 25th last year. The series, and they were playing the Regina Red Sox. I know you Americans like the name Regina. Regina. Yeah, I know it's funny. Regina. It's the capital of Saskatchewan. Another name you guys like a lot. But yeah, Regina. They were the Regina. I think they're called the Regina Red Sox. And they kind of compressed the season. So like the playoff was only 3 games. But I saw one game. Oh man, who's this? Spaceballs going on, guys. Will Barta. Will Barta's out there, guys. Yeah, 3-game series. So they kind of compress it all. They got to get the series in from late May to the end of August before the guys got to go back to school. Dude, there's all sorts of guys from the States playing in Sylvan Lake just up the road. Because let's be honest, there's probably a way bigger, deep talent pool in the States. Guys looking to play ball at a high level over the summer. So there's all these American dudes up here playing. Aaron saying the best summer league is considered to be the Cape Cod League. So Aaron, same kind of deal. Is the Cape Cod League university/college players playing over the summer when they're not in school? It's probably that kind of league, right? Eddie's saying that durian is the king of fruit here, only available during the end of the year. Oh, Aaron's saying Saturday was a Grogu bobblehead. LMF, Aaron's been moving. Yeah, I think he's moving up on GC today as well. Yeah, they're called the Regina Red Sox. I'm pretty sure. The WCBL. Dudes, let's take a quick look at the WCBL. Let's see if I can find it here quick for you. WCBL. So I did look it up. the Western Canadian Baseball League. Live. So, dudes, this is right here. Open season opener. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the word, Colin. And you can see here, here's the Okotoks Dogs versus the Sylvan Lake Seagulls. There's a million seagulls there. Here's our teams. Dude, I think this is so great. So this is probably the highest level ball I can get around here, I think. And there is a dude. Yeah, so that San Francisco Giant guy came from the Okotoks Dogs. That's where they got him. So, dude, it's just another feeder league in there. So I'm going to look at Sylvan Lake. That's my team. Here's the team website for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. Team info. And I want to see the roster. I had the whole roster yesterday, guys. Sorry. I don't know where it is right now. So, guys, they're going to play at smaller. They play at a smaller ballpark here. But, dude, it looks so fun. I'm buying Gulls gear. 100% I'm buying Gulls gear. I'm going to be that guy. Fan info. Here's the regular season schedule. Dude, it's coming. May 28th. I don't know how many games they play. What do you guys think? 40 or 50 games? What's the average for these summer ball league? Theme nights right there. Theme nights. I want a giveaway. And there it is right there. That's how I'm watching now, live on Flow College, which is part of the entire Flow Sports, Flow Bikes package. So it's 7:05 next Thursday. Then the next day they go down to the Dogs. It's an hour and a half drive. Then they're off to, they got the Brooks Bombers coming in. Dude, I don't know if anyone else has really came from these leagues, but I think it's awesome. Pretty awesome to me. So I think that's about the highest level I can check out around here. Yeah, Gana, Cavagna, Bax, Walscheid, Price, Pedersen, top 5 right now. 7th fastest time, Lorenzo Malacy, time trialist. He did move up there. So Malacy, maybe that's just a preliminary finish I just saw there. Or it hasn't been updated yet. They said 7th fastest time at the finish is Malacy. There it is right there. Malacy was 2:40 down. What time are we looking at, guys? 8:15. I better be rolling out of here in half an hour. Putting on socks in half an hour. Eddie's saying baseball's not popular there. Wow. Okay. Dave saying George Herman Ruth hit his first professional home run at Maple Leaf Stadium on Torito Island. Ball is still in the lake. Maybe the Gulls have a cycling kit. Most summer leagues have 30 to 50 games. Yeah, I think it's awesome to see it. And the fact, so I did watch one game yesterday. It was August 25th. Remember, these guys got to be back in school. I know in the States you start school a little bit earlier. I think late August. We generally start first week of September. These guys got to all bolt back home. And I just quickly scanned the Gulls roster yesterday. There was probably 4 or 5 guys from Texas on it. So I think it's weird to them. Those guys, what is it? May 18th, 19th? Some of those dudes might still be down in Texas right now. Okay, man, I got to catch a flight. Okay, son, have a good time. Have a good time up in Alberta. Dude, I love it. Sylvan Lake would be a good place to be billeted as a college athlete. There's a nice lake there. It's kind of a summer getaway town here in Alberta. Don's only kept a couple. Aaron's been on course, guys. He's only kept a couple of giveaway items from Yankees games I've been to. A souvenir baseball ball from the Joe DiMaggio day 20 years ago, and a Harry Potter themed Yankee cap. Gryffindor. Yeah, the Jays are playing the Yankees right now. I actually don't know if they won yesterday. I fell asleep. Mako, he's another dude. I think he might be Czech. I think he's Czech, or from Czech Republic. I don't know what I'm allowed to say these days. Yeah, I think you can only say Czech. And he moved outside of. He went to Ireland, then ended up somewhere outside of Edmonton. Started playing ball, and he pitched for the Blue Jays yesterday. I think he pitched I think he retired a batter his first strikeout. They pulled him on at the right time. I guess it was the weakest batter in the Yankees lineup, like the ninth ranked guy. So they put him up for some success. End of the inning. I think he went back up and then they pulled him out again, I think. What's his name? Something Mako. The minor league games are fun to go to. The Patriots in Somerset, New Jersey are fun to watch. Dude, love it. Derek G's out there right now. Gana, guys, I'd like to see Jonas go out there and see what he's going to do. 8th time for David De La Cruz at checkpoint 2. So David De La Cruz. Yeah, here he is. David De La Cruz pops into 8th place now. We've got Malaysi, Larson, De La Cruz, Berg, Sagart. This is checkpoint 2, guys. Checkpoint 3. We should see De La Cruz do an okay time at checkpoint 3 as well. Nothing's changed at the finish. Gana, Cavagna, Bax, Walscheid, Price, Pedersen, Berg, Malaysi, Nicholas Larson, Will Barta, and Alec Sagart. Dude, Costa Rica. Dude, you're back. Dude, I mentioned you a couple days ago. Dude, shout out to Costa Rica. Stop the phones, guys. Stop the presses here right now. Calling here, Inside Cycling World. Memory banks. Engaging. So let's just chat with Costa Rica mountain biking here. Good to see you. You're still doing your thing. So me and Costa Rica chatted offline last year during Tour de France. American dude. Dude, are you from Colorado as well? Moved down to Costa Rica. Has a mountain biking company. If you're ever in Costa Rica, guys, go rent a bike from him or take him on a tour. Dude, I just mentioned you a couple days ago. We were talking about... I talked about your rides. Like, dude, I went riding for 2 hours. I covered 13 kilometers, but I climbed 2,500 meters. Like, everywhere he goes, and bro, I can't remember your first name, so let me know again here. Everywhere he goes in Costa Rica is like either up or down, or up or down. And bonus points for Colin. This dude here competed in the same race that Lance Armstrong did when he retired. There was some kind of like mountain bike, extreme, tough guy race. I'm just making stuff up on the fly here, guys, but it was a mountain bike race. It looked deadly through the jungles, through the waters, and I think it was Lance that said it was the hardest thing he'd ever done in his life. Dude, fill us in. Costa Rica, fill us in, please. Give me something to talk about. Dave's asking, was it Cleveland that on bat day had an umpire make a really bad call and cause a riot? Yeah, Don, Gana's whole lead's going to hold. It's Todd. Todd, what was the name of the event that Lance showed up for, and you did it as well? We're in phase 2 of the TT, last 15 riders in the pipe. 5x5. We're in the pipe. 5x5. I know, dude, I did look it up at the time, and I saw the pictures of Lance at that race, and I even read comments about him saying it was the hardest thing he'd ever done in his life. And I think it was a multi-day race too, like 2 or 3 days. Just death fest. We love those. So guys, welcome Todd from Costa Rica. Todd, are you still in Costa Rica? I hope so. Hope you're living the dream down there. Costa Rica, Belize, I think that's where a lot of Canadians are like trying to go to now. Kind of like a retirement place. I think a lot of people prefer Belize now, only because it's English speaking. Old colony back in the day, right? So English is the primary language there. Was Costa Rica, it'll be Spanish. But I know lots of people that have places in Costa Rica and Belize. Yeah, definitely coming around for 709er. Dude, I feel like I'm in a 709er today. I'm really feeling it. I feel like this has been 99%. This has been at least 70% non-cycling related content today. And you guys are still here. Thank you. Timon Aaron's been pushing 408 watts, guys. He's just started his time trial, spinning nicely at 91 RPMs. I think he's going to do really well. Not Gana well. He's going to do really well, but not Gana well. Dudes, and there is a time limit. They do have a time limit at the time trials. They're showing it right now. Scaroni's just started. The current time limit, 33% based on the fastest time so far, is 101. So if you finished 1 hour, 1 minute, and 2 seconds, you gone. She gone. Out on course right now is Jai Hindley. I think Jai has a pretty decent TT. Todd the Todd Father. Costa Rica here. This is Todd saying, working with the founder of a new stage race called Cross CR MTB. Tinker Juarez, legend, is coming down this year. The something of the Conquistadors, the route of the Conquistadors. That's the one that Lance showed up to. Dude, wasn't that like, that was after his second retirement, his forced retirement, whatever you want to call it. Like I think, whatever, 2014 maybe? I don't know. So guys, look that up. You can find that race, the Route of the Conquistadors. I think there's a short YouTube video about it. I'm not sure if it's still around or not. Yeah. So good to have you here, Todd. Good to see you again, dude. Love people when they come back, find my channel again, that I'm still actually doing this. Hey, wonder what that guy's up to. What do you think he's doing right now? My questions I have for myself every day. What's that guy up to? Dude, I think about a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff. Gana, Cavagna, Bax, Walscheid, Price, Pedersen, Berg, Malacy, Larson, Barda, and Sigart. That's our top 10, guys. Only got 3 riders to go. Felix Gall, Jonas Vingegaard, and Afonso Eulalio, who should be out of the pink jersey today. Jonas should be picking that up by the end of today. I think Jonas can do that without even killing himself today. Save himself for tomorrow. Eulalio will probably be still in second, maybe third. Jai Hindley on course, guys. And yeah, just keeping it on the time. Busy day. So yeah, bank, something, property managers meeting. Get home, ride the bike, find the charger for that bike. What else you got? Call some movers to clean out that house so the lady can move in. Gotta do that. Lance came down in 2018 for the Route of the Conquistadors. So well retired at that point. Came down and got slaughtered down there. Pure life, my friend. Pure life in Costa Rica. Jonas blows the fans a kiss. Then he is off at 52k an hour. Felix Gall, just showing a replay here of him coming into the start chute. Starts in less than 20 seconds, guys. Actually, he's on course now. Gall is on course already, guys. He's out. This is where it gets, yeah, you can kind of see where they started the 3-minute intervals. You see all these riders jammed again at the end of the profile here. They've got G West, Pignanzoli, Hurt, Boloki, Storer, Pellizzari, O'Connor, Rondo, Aaronsman, Scaroni, Hindley, and Gall. Left is Jonas and Eulalio. Yeah, guys, we're not going to see anything huge. I think the only thing we're going to see is maybe Jonas. Jonas will jump into the top 10. Pellizzari won't. O'Connor won't. Okay, Aaronsman's going to jump. Aaronsman will be top 10. Actual GC right now, let's see the end of the day. So Aaronsman sixth overall. Scaroni is 17 seconds ahead. We're going to see Aaronsman jump over top of Scaroni. We could see Aaronsman move as high as about 3rd place today. Yeah, I think Aaronsman is going to put something on here and get Ineos to the top there alongside Filippo Gana, because he rides for Net Company Ineos as well. I can honestly see Aaronsman finishing 3rd, Gana 1st. Sheffield didn't have a great time trial today. He's outside the top 10. So Sheffield only does good when he flips the bird to people. That was his last time trial where he did that. Yeah, the Star Wars props department wants their helmets back. Aaron's saying more likely Gall crashes or loses 5 minutes to Ghana. Oh, what's more likely? Loses 5 minutes. He's going to lose 5 minutes. Just doesn't look as comfortable on the bike right away. You can tell. Christian Scaroni here. How is Christian Scaroni going to do? He's 7 minutes 45 into his effort here. Right away, we're going to know what's going to happen with Aaronsman at the end of the day, I think. I want to see Aaronsman's first TT result. And then going to get ready to jump. Dudes, I'm going to go take a quick nature break. Move this bike out of this room. I'll be right back. All right, guys, the bike's out of the way. We're back inside the 10 by 10 cube of cycling domination. Guys, just thinking about my bike there. I don't know if I've ever told anyone the story. Gonzo Johnny's here. Johnny's saying, I think Gall is going to do well. He will lose 3 minutes tops. 3 minutes top to Gana or Jonas. Jonas, of course. Dude, one of the last times I rode my bike, did I ever tell you the story where I was laying on the ground on the side of the road riding my bike? So, a few years back, probably 3 years ago, I think it was. It was July 1, Canada Day. I decided to go out for a ride. It was 32 degrees Celsius. That's 90 Fahrenheit. Bone dry. We don't get humid here. Bone dry. Here's Pellizzari coming through. First checkpoint. Not bad, really. Not bad. I think it's saying he's 114 down. 114 down on Gana. That's not bad. Not bad at all. David Dela Cruz coming to the finish here for Pinarello. That's a nice ride by him. Dude, nice ride by him. And this is the finish. So pretty decent ride by Dela Cruz. He should be in the top 10. Yeah, he is. He is at the finish right now, and he's top 10, 2 minutes, 52 seconds back. So decent ride. Wow. We have 2 Pinarello riders in the top 10, guys. We have Bax here. Pinarello Q36.5. And we now have David Dela Cruz. Pinarello Q36.5. Awesome job. So, dudes, I went riding 90 Fahrenheit. I planned a 100K ride. For some reason, I didn't have a lot of cold water. You know, I have like 4 or 5 bottles I keep in this mini fridge. I had 1.5 bottles in there. 1 3/4 bottles. I went out for a 100K ride, 62.4 miles. About the last, I'd say 15 kilometers coming home, I realized I was not sweating anymore. And I'd planned to go into Olds. To stop, to get a cold drink, to refresh, to grab an ice cream, whatever. There was all this construction before Olds where they were tearing up the road, so I just turned around and went home. Like, no water, nothing. I was probably sipping the remnants. It's only 33 miles. I can do it. And then the last little bit in, I was like, I don't feel that great. I'm not sweating anymore. I remember hiding behind a post office box out in the country to get out of the sun. There was no shade. And then I made it a few more miles further home, and I was wobbling down the road. Wobbling. So 90 Fahrenheit, no sweat. There's an issue. And then I found some trees. 2 miles from home, I couldn't make it. I just could not make it. I laid in the gravel in all my cycling gear just off the side of the road. A truck goes by, stops, backs up. Are you okay? Not really. And the dude came out and helped me. I still remember that so well. The guy had a Powerade and saved my life probably because I was going to die going home that day. Okay. I bet that 100-kilometer ride had lots of salt. Dude, I was in rough shape. I totally was heat stroked. So the guy gave me a Powerade and hung out with me. He was a field operator for one of the wells out here. And the company he works for, I know for a fact, I'm going to have to jump soon, guys, does not have a well down my road. There's a big operation across the road for me. Like, the guys show up once a day for like 15 minutes, they leave. They got to show up, the operators show up. He's not there. It's on the next road up, 2 miles away, like where I said, where he found me laying on the side of the road. Like I was laying on the side of the road, guys, in the gravelly dirt section, just under some trees that were there, an old approach to a farm. Gave me a drink. I got back on my bike. Are you sure you're okay, man? He asked, do I need to call 911? That's how bad I must have been. I said, no, I'm okay, man. I'm going to make it. I rode my bike home super slow. He sat on my wheel all the way, babysitting me home. I'm like, dude, I didn't really notice it. So I have a post office box. I have gravel for the last 200 yards. So I got to walk my bike there, right? So I walk my bike there. I'm in my flip-flops. I got my cycling shoes and my helmet. I kind of like get changed, if you want to call it that. I looked. He was right there. I'm like, dude, I called his company that day and said, that guy, give him a raise. Give him something. Give him something. Voicemail's coming in. I don't know who'd be calling me right now. Yeah, so it killed me. Heat stroke, no joke. I did that in 97. Yeah, guys, so after he babysat me home, when I clicked off my shoes, put my flip-flops back on, I'm like, holy crap, that dude followed me. And I remembered his name because I think the operators had name tags on. No, I called and asked, who's the operator? I gave him the location, like the township grid. Oh, that's so-and-so. I think he was a Filipino guy. I remember that. I'm like, dude, that guy, he saved my life. I thought I was going to die out there. I got in the house, probably slugged some water. I instantly in a coma, curled up in the fetal position on the couch. That was rough. Never doing that again. Now I've got a hydration pack for my back that I will carry. Aaron's saying have a great bank and property manager meeting experience. Get a Slurpee for a reward. Yeah, dudes, you know what, guys? I'm going to jump. When I jump on tomorrow, I'll do a refresh of this. I've got 10 minutes to kind of like brush my teeth, socks, wallet, all that kind of stuff. So, guys, what I'm going to do is jump. Gana's going to win this one no matter what. No one can beat Gana here. Jonas might do a surprise, really good ride within a couple minutes, I think. Time and Aaronsman could be very close. I wouldn't be stressed. Actually, Aaronsman's coming to the first checkpoint. I'm going to wait for this, guys. It says he's at 18.5 minutes. I think I can spare another minute or two here. Just to see how he looks at the first checkpoint, where he's sitting. So Aaronsman has gone through it on PCS. We should be getting times. Aaronsman, if it shows up here. Ben O'Connor won't have a good time trial. Eulalio's out on course 4 minutes ago. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. So you're saying there's a chance. Dudes, oh my God. Timon Aaronsman goes through T1. 9 seconds up on Gana. Chaka Khan, it's on. But in all reality, guys, okay, I really want to watch this now. In all reality, I don't think Aaronsman has that 42 kilometers in him. Aaronsman's done really well at shorter time trials. Sub 20, 21 kilometers. Dude, it's on though. What an exciting finish to this race. Wow. Joe's asking, does anyone have famous cyclists? Dude, that's a good one. I'd love to get some of those. How do you get them? Dude, World Championships, I'll be on top of everyone there. You know, of course, I'll be throwing around the Inside Cycling World. They're all going to know who I am then. Dudes, pretty awesome here. Okay, so what am I seeing here? Okay, so dudes, they got wrong times here. They do have wrong times here. They must. Nah, they're saying Timon Aaronsman at 19. Something just flashed up on screen and said he was 30 seconds back. So either way, guys, if he's 30 back, that's pretty decent. That would put him in second place. But right now, they have Aaronsman coming through in 19 minutes flat. Is that real? Wow. Yeah, Aaronsman is definitely on a heater. Definitely. Okay, guys, I've got to stop this now. I've got to run. We got some work to do. Have a great day, everyone. Zukowski, 2 minutes, 13 seconds back at intermediate checkpoint 2. And they're showing Alfonso Alulia on screen. He's going to lose his jersey today, but pretty awesome to see that. Can you get a press critical? And I highly doubt it, dude. I highly doubt it. How they're going to look at me and go, who are you? Who? I'd probably need I'd have to call some kind of vote or something. You guys all sponsor me in there or something. Dudes, I got to run. I got stuff to do. Thanks for watching, guys. It's a cycling world. You guys are the best. I truly mean that. This is so fun every day for me to do. Guys,